I'm just all excited. I mean, listen, my team got out yesterday, so I'm sitting here to watch and, conversate the match. So, yeah, that is true. With those nines, that definitely is looking like a good Pinfu possibility. To introduce the players too, we have Emperor Derp in the south. I believe Young Lin playing as the bunny girl in North Sea currently. We have Noru playing as in the West Seat with the girl with the hat, forget her name. And then Bowen playing in the South Seat. Bowen for NYU, Noru for Purdue, and then Younglin for VT Tanyao. So call log. Wow, Noru building kind of a scary hand right now, doesn't it look like? He's got some possibility for some interesting things. That's true. We could see some, I don't remember the actual name, but some pure double straights too. He's already got both ones. He's got some aids, a 7 pickup, maybe even a 2-mon pickup. Could go a really long way for it. Or he could start building, oh, never mind, he discarded the 8. It looks like he won't be going for Chitoy 2. Optic through something standard. Let's see, what is he? Yeah, that is going to be Pinfu. I'm curious to see if they get E-Peiko tiles. Let's say they pick up the 5. If they are willing to kind of transfer to an E-Peiko with the 6, 7, 8 so meld as well as the 5 pair. That'll be a lot more points for the hand, but it's also going to be a harder pickup.
I just realized I forgot to unmute my mic on the stream.
Nope, that's not good.
There's a first time for everything, and I'm gonna look back on this and absolutely embarrass myself.
That's okay, everything's a learning. Ooh, big Dora pickup for Young Lin. He's got a scary meld going on. A 4 will solve that, and then he's almost there. Ricci play from Bowen.
We got Ricci from Bowen, and it looks like their weight is...
Searching for the 6-9. He's got a good meld weight. Does anybody got him in their hand? Emperor Derp has it.
Emperor
not
Derp
gonna play it.
Emperor Derp has one, but they're probably not going to drop it anytime soon.
So 2 9s and 2 6s still unaccounted for from what I'm seeing. Uh-oh, another 6. This could be bad. And he drops it. Bowen gets the first run.
NYU draws the first blood of the game with a Ricci no Mi hand.
Ricci no Mi. Hey, here's the thing. 1300 is still 1300. Gets you one step closer to being the dealer, getting some big points. And prevents any other hands from being scary.
And it also takes dealership away from Zachary for 1 round.
Exactly. Even that in and of itself, if you have the opportunity, is useful. Even these early points too, just to kind of scare another player on the board from maybe playing as aggressive, might be good in the long run.
Let's take a look at some of these starting hands here. Bowen does not have any honor tiles, so they can get to building right away. It looks like Noru has some honor tiles, but they do have a lot of sequences going. Could be another attempt at Pinfu. I feel like I'm going to be saying that quite a lot today.
Younglin has a super interesting hand. He's got a lot of pairs right now, but there are a lot of odd pairs. He's got 4s, 9s with a meld, as well as 7s. Doesn't opt for the open toy. I think with a 4-7, it's a bit of a risk, but it is possible. He's still got that 3-door though, and the 4-6 for a good meld. Good to build off of later, except for the fact that Emperor Derp, look at that hand. Double red Dora, all the 5-mon right in there. He's got a 1-2-3 meld already, a 2-3 to build off of. He is looking real close with at least 3 on.
Indeed. So Emperor Derp is already one away from a winning hand.
Yep, he's looking for the 4 and the 6-9. Could even get the... Does he have any play with the 2? No, I don't believe he does. 2 doesn't. 2-mon does not help him. I think he looks to drop the 1. Ooh, gets the 4. Does he opt for the Ricci?
Here's the Ricci.
Opts for the 6-9.
6-9 weight of characters. It looks like Younglin has a lot of 6 and a lot of 9s in that hand.
Yeah, this is not looking good.
Oh, and they're gonna fold, it looks like. Actually, no, it looks like a semi-fold at the moment.
Yeah, now that we have the Ipatsu dodges, we'll have to see how players develop. Who knows what tile is drawn. It's going to be a little bit hard for Emperor Derp in order to get this. 3 of the 9-mon are in... So again, you're in Younglin's hand. He's also got a 6 that he doesn't look like he'll drop unless he maybe pulls a 3-mon. And then Bowen also... or excuse me, Noru also has a 6-mon as well, but he's definitely going to want to keep that.
It doesn't look to me like Noru is folding here.
Yeah, Noru looks like he's got good shape. I mean, the bamboos are safe right now. He's folding some of that, going for shape somewhere else.
There it goes.
Nobody knows what they have. Ooh. Another 6, doesn't want to drop it though. Still pretty obscured discards that are safe for Emperor Derp. It's going to be really hard for somebody to drop a tile here that's in the middle. Nobody quite knows except for... Oh, and he draws the last 9! Look at that!
Sumo. And that's gonna be... That's
dodges
gonna be
all but
7,900,
Rudora.
not quite Mongon, but still a lot of points.
That's a good hand to get away with to start. A lot of people had some pretty close hands too, so that Ricci and with the Sumo for added pressure.
Take a look
That's a good way to lead. What do we got here?
Take a look at Noru's hand. They already have this set up for, I believe it's the repeated sequence.
Oh, they have Ipeiko. They also have two stranded pairs too. If depending on how he drops and what he draws, this could go into Chi Toitsu. He's got a very realistic chance at it, and with the Ipeiko, that is a scary, scary hand. But Younglin also, oh my goodness, 3 door to start, pair of 1s for a Pinfu too, 5s as well.
If there's one hand that looks particularly weak here, I'd have to go with either Emperor or Bowen for this one.
Yeah, Emperor Derp's definitely struggling. Bowen, I think, opting to kind of race his hand a little bit, knows he doesn't have much. He's just going to go open. Oh, that is an interesting play. He's going for an open Sanshoku. Extremely interesting. That's a bold play from Younglin. He really wants to lock in those Doras and doesn't feel safe waiting around to see if he can draw his melds. That could kill his hand. That's scary. Oh, he draws the 5 though. That's huge. That's huge.
We have Younglin has 4 Doras in their hand, and this could be an instant.
And they're all obscured. He's dropped 2 or 3 inside tiles. People might pick up on the Sanshoku. What honors do we have left? Red dragons unaccounted for. Greens are out.
Noru's now ready on the 7 of characters. Tanyao hand.
Yeah. Noru looking for the 7-mon. Younglin's still looking for the 4-so or the 7-so to build a quite scary hand. 1 7-so's out, another looks like it's going to get played in Bowen's hand. Emperor Derp still has nothing to go on. He's got that pair of reds though, that could be a savior for him. He's actually got a lot of pairs. Ooh, and it looks like he's opting for the Chi Toitsu play.
Noru gets Sumo. It's a dealer Sumo, so they get to repeat. Not worth quite a lot though. 1 Han.
1,500, but keeping that dealer position, that's big money right there. Definitely not anything to snuff at, especially with how scary Younglin's hand is. That was a good dodge, even though he didn't pick up on it.
It was an inevitable that at some point during the tournament we would see Tanyao Nomi.
I mean, listen, if it gets you to the next hand or keeps you as the dealer, it's only positive points. Sometimes the best thing to do is to just race and try to push for it, even if it's not worth much.
Yeah.
Snuff other people's hands like that. If Youngling gets that hand, he goes up easy 8, 9k.
How many honors and terminals does Emperor Derp have?
Oh, he is close. I believe that's 7. Let's take a look. 2, 4, 6, 8. He's at 10. Wow, and just opts for it. Draws the 1-2. This is an interesting spot because you right here have a lot of clunky honors and terminals. So you could definitely argue an Orphans play, but the problem with it is now that he's got this 1 Mon meld and the pair of 6 Mons, he's got to think about how he wants to transition this hand. Huge 1 pickup though, dropping the 6s.
Meanwhile, Bolin has a pair of pieces that they could work on.
That is true. Emperor Derp already has that in his hand. He's looking for the red dragon, green dragon, and the 9 so. Oh, I disagree with that play. If you're Emperor Derp, I think you start dropping some of your extra honors. Or some of your extra terminals. I think with how the rest of your hand is building, I think you have to go into Orphans at this point. I don't think he's ever gonna have a chance at getting terminals and honors, just because he's only got 2 so far. So I think you drop some of your terminals in order to sort of play away from him. Ops to con the 1s though.
Con.
Oh, a double 9 Dora. Look at that. What a tile to reveal.
We have a what's it called again? We have a Dama from Noru waiting on the 7 of dots. Is there anything else that they could go for here?
7 of dots. Let's see the 4, 5, 6. No, he's straight on the 7 unless he commits. I also missed West was dropped by Younglin, the 4th one. So it looks like Derp decided to audible off of Orphans once it wasn't possible. Sumo on the 9 door though, Ipatsu, that's going to be a huge points. Oh, Andy! Oh wait, never mind, he doesn't hit the double Uradora. Almost. Easy Mongon though. Some big points to swing back. Gets dealer away from Noru. Oh wow, what a hand opener for Bowen. Double red dragon, double 1, double 7, a good 5, 6, 7, 8 shape. He's got a lot of ways to push this. Green dragons for Noru too. Look at that.
Taking a quick look at the other hands around here. It looks like Younglin has quite a lot of shine on their hands. As Bolin is already ready on the 1 or 7 of sticks. That's a fast hand. That is
wow, yeah.
Could catch someone off guard with how early this is.
Oh, this is kind of scary. He's got the 18. Oh, he opts to drop the 1 Mon. I'm curious to see if he drops, or if he gets maybe a 7-9 peen if Nori decides to ditch this 1-3 meld. Or even with a 4 draw, if he decides to ditch the 1, he'll play right and do Bowen's hand without even knowing it.
Noru's Ishanten, are they with only one open meld in around turn 6 or so? I don't think that playing defense would be on their minds at all at the moment.
No, exactly. They're not even looking for it. That could spell disaster. Then again, it's not like Bowen's hand's worth a whole lot. It's relatively safe to play into. Younglin, though, starting to build up this Dora hand. He's got the pairs. He's got the Dora. Uchi on the 1, 2, 3.
So now they're waiting on the 4-7.
4-7, Mon. Safe discards from Bowen. It's a scary hand.
Oh, that's the 1. And that's going straight into Bowen's hands.
That's a discard you don't want to see. Bowen pulls it out. Another 1K point hand, but still he snuffs Younglin's Dora. He snuffs the hand from Noru, and I mean he's in the lead right now. Clearly this strategy must be working of just going out, even if it's 2K, 1K point hands.
So now that we're in South 1, we'll just take a quick look at the score. Currently, NYU is leading it at 106,200. Then in second right now is VT Shogun with 104,000 points. Lining up in third place would be VT Tanyao with 95,400. And coming in fourth place at the moment is Purdue Fortuna with 94,400. However, we're only an eighth of the way through the entire game, so there's still a lot of ways that the points can change hands.
Yeah, with points continuing throughout the rounds too, there's more of an emphasis on not losing a lot of points rather than gaining a lot. I think Emperor Derp, seeing that he's got the green dragon pair, just looking to go out with a fast hand, noticing the speed of Bowen that has been playing, maybe adopting a similar strategy.
Inevitably, it seems like Younglin might discard the green dragon sometime soon, and there it goes.
That's the big pawn. He's got to take it. Only problem is now he needs some head. Opts for the 9-so to play it off.
That's gotta be tough because 9-so is in everyone else's hand. He's not gonna be able to draw this. It's gonna have to come from discard unless if he chooses another tile to Tompi off of.
That's true. And without him knowing all 9s are out, odds are unlikely that he opts for that play. The pair of 9s too seems especially strong for Young Lin's hand. Unless he draws, no, even if he draws a 7, he works it into his 5-6 mount. Oh, wow!
Puts down the 9 sticks. And that's gotta be a win for Emperor Derp. Half outside hand as well, brings it up to 2 Han.
With a dealer spot as well. Raised hand to put him back in the lead, took it from the guy where it matters. Ooh, bit of a clunky hand this one though. He's got the 4-5, or the 4-6, 8, 9. He's got a 7, 8, 9 with 6 with a double 8, but he's at least 4 away.
Noru starts off with a pair of white dragons, and Younglin starts off with a pair of green dragons and a pair of souths.
Green dragons and a pair of souths, that could be big. Dora, red Dora in the hand too. He's got the 7 too. If he draws an 8 or draws a 9 Dora straight, he could add another one to his hand. This could get scary. Oh my god, wait a second. He's 1 away. He's 1 Chanten from going Tenpai with the Chi Toitsu. Wow, yeah. Yeah, all he needs is the 2, the 4, or the 5 payment. He can go into Richi for it.
Meanwhile, it looks like in Noru's hand there. Is that 1 away, 2 away? I think that's
for Noru's hand. He's got the 5s, the 8s. Nah, he's still a bit farther. Even if he builds this 5, if he draws the 8, so the 8 bamboo, and then gets the 4 or 7 pin, then he's technically in Tenpai waiting on the 5-8 pair, but it's clunky. And Younglin opens up his hand to opt for maybe a toy play, or to just race it. Doesn't like the Chi Toitsu.
Chi Toitsu is a little... In my opinion, Chi Toitsu is a little bit tough to go for because you have to draw everyone from your hand. Meanwhile, if you go for all triplets, then you can pawn that as you go and then just build it up from there.
That is true, but depending on what tiles he has, like in this case, Younglin, lots of middle tiles, it's going to be really hard for people to drop all of those. So a lot of players might opt to go into Chi Toitsu to hope that to get the lucky 5th or to get the lucky 6 pair, and then hope somebody drops the 7th for them.
The 5 characters just went down, and Noru passes over it. Why? What's the thinking here?
I think he doesn't like waiting for the head. He wants to keep the pair. He doesn't feel as confident. He doesn't even want the Dora for it. I mean, especially if he's just looking for the head too. He either drops the 9 Dora or he drops the 7, which can play into the 9. I don't hate that play. It sucks to pass up a Dora, but if you're playing safer, I think that is correct.
And
I don't know about committing to that 4-5 though.
Safe seems to be the name of the game so far, as the highest hand we've seen so far is a Mongun, I believe. Meanwhile, it's mostly been 1 or 2 Han hands. Green Dragon, is that going to go down from
That's
Noru?
a big one.
Noru keeps it.
Opts to keep it. Interesting.
Very,
I mean,
very
only one red out. There's only one red dragon and only one white dragon out. Or no, never mind. All whites are out. I forgot he pawned. Another red comes out. I think he's either figuring that it's going to be used for a green dragon meld, or he wants to keep it for safety. Opts to kill the 4-5. Interesting. I am not sure. Is he going to look for a pair of it to finish his hand? I don't know about Noru's playstyle here.
Younglin is the only player who's ready, as now Emperor Derp takes a meld, and it seems like this play is just to get into 10 pi.
Yeah,
oh, that's a green dragon. It's gonna go down.
Green, that'll do it.
Younglin takes South 1, the cool animation, as that is, I believe, 3 Han.
Yep. 3 Han.
3900. And that's gonna put NYU back in the lead.
Very close game so far. Not even a 10k point difference between first and fourth. And it turns out paying out for Noru not dropping that green dragon. Oh my goodness, that's scary. We got double white Dora dragons and Emperor Derp with maybe some connection issues. That might not be good. This is not the hand.
That's a tile they totally need, and now they've reconnected, I believe.
Hopefully, this is not a hand you want to fold your first tile on. This is a good hand you want to push. It seems like he's back, drops the 8-mon. Have a north pair in Bowen's hand that could prove to be a little bit clunky. Same with Noru's west pair, with not good shape either. Yeah, Younglin's hand looks like it's alright, but really the only person I think with a very good hand right now is Emperor Derp, and he's still got a little bit to go. He's got good shape, but he also has to get those white dragons dropped if he wants to go out quick.
That's a north, and Bowen's gonna pass over it. It's a little bit tough keeping a pair of offwoods because it doesn't count towards you. And when other players drop it, it's not, you really can't build with it unless if you already have a Yaku in your hand.
Yeah, you can't really open unless you have an honor triplet you're going for, or unless you're going for a toy. Opts to drop the Norse too. He's already got the pair of ones in his hand. He's thinking he might play that for the head and still qualify for a Pin Fu. Emperor Derp missing a lot of draws. Missed on a close hand.
Emperor Derp is still waiting on the white dragons to appear. At this stage, would anyone even want to discard them?
I don't think so. I think if you're Emperor Derp, the other thing is with how safe this lobby's playing, I think if you open up with your white, you have to commit to sumo at that point. I think if you keep the pair of white dragons concealed, play that as your head, and then go and just building melds, maybe have a nice side weight at the end, then you have a chance at going out. Bowen, big draw on the 1-peen. That'll help out his hand, but he is still looking for it. Oh, he gets the 2. And I believe he is 2 away, looking for the 2-mon or the 4-mon, as well as something to fit in this 4 sticks.
Was a good draw for Emperor Derp. Now they're going to put down the 7 of sticks. Staying committed to the 8-9 block, it looks like.
Emperor, yeah, I mean, at this point I think you have to. There's not a lot of mon drops. There's no 7s out right now. Or there's 1 7, 2 7s out, but you still have some room for it.
Emperor Derp
but that 6 though. Oh, it doesn't look that. Bowen gets Ricci too, draws that 3, huge.
4-7
Wait.
weight.
4-7. Emperor Derp's not going to drop his 4. He's looking for a 7-2. 2 more still to find. Other 4s look like they're in Noru's hand. I don't think he's going to drop it either. Noru probably going to go for the fold. Closest thing he's to is Shitoitsu, and he is still far, far. Interesting 6 pickup though.
I believe that
nothing to put together.
At this point, Younglin would want to fold.
I mean, he could play for the Dragon Head. It's very risky, but there's a chance. I mean, he can try and push into Tenpai. He gets to fold. What is that?
Interesting draw. What are they gonna put down here? I believe this would put them into Tenpai, actually.
Yeah,
they
but
would
he's
have
got to play the white.
They would have to put the white dragon down.
He opts to
That goes
Ricci
into
too
Derp's
with 7 sticks. Interesting play. Waiting on the 4-7, exact same shape. Oh, and he Ipatsu sumos it. Or no, not Ipatsu because there was a call, but still.
Oh man.
Absolutely crazy with the Pinfu, misses the Uradora. Just a 5200 hand, but Emperor Derp missed opportunity with those triple white Dora. Opted to sacrifice some Mon shape. Ended up costing him the hand. Chose to play that 8-9 all game, but everybody was looking for the 7-so.
That was a crazy hand to watch. As now it looks like Noru's gonna start with a pair of white dragons. I mean, with all 3 of them in their hand, could you possibly think about like little 3 dragons or big 3 dragons even?
I mean, I think there's definitely a play. You're a little bit behind. You have this 5-6-7 shape. You have the 2-3.
Gets a
I think at that
point. Dragons.
I mean, he's playing for it. It looks like he's going to drop some of his more outside, his more disconnected tiles. See if he might be able to pick up maybe another pair of the red, another pair of the green, just to maybe build that. But he's still got some work. This is going to be a big discard. He might opt to also ditch the 8, so yep. Ooh. Still keeping the dragons alive. He really wants it. First Yakumon of the tournament.
I was thinking more discard the 6-mon, but the 8-so is a decent discard as well, I think.
Yeah, he's already playing the 5-6-7 together. I mean,
the red
the
dragon
6
goes down, and he's gonna follow along with that as well.
Yeah, now that he's got the pair of 9s, and it's harder for him to sort of play it, definitely opting to fold the dragons, I think is the right play. Ooh, interesting 7 discard. That could get a little ugly. 1-9 on the board, no 7s accounted for from his point of view. He might be looking to triple one of those to finish his hand. That could get kind of ugly. With a Ricci from Younglin.
Younglin's got a Ricci here, and it looks like it's just a white on the 4-peen. Little bit tough looking at how it's being used in everyone else's hand. It might be a little bit disconnected for Emperor Derp, though.
Yeah, I mean, 2 4-peens still unaccounted for right now, but he sacrifices Pinfu by going Ricci for it. I think he just wanted to put some speed and pressure on the board. See if he could get everybody else to fold in.
And I believe that now Noru's opting to fold.
Oh,
maybe.
can we see a side Ricci? Side Ricci with either looking for the 3-so. 2 were just played though. I think you have to go for the 4 weights.
And that's a Ricci for Bowen. We've got 2 ready hands right now, waiting on the 4 of sticks or the 4 of characters. Meanwhile, Younglin is still waiting on the 4 dots. Lots of waiting on 4.
And he draws it. Sumo on the 4.
He draws it. It's Ipatsu.
Oh, Younglin is not happy about that emote coming out. Only 4K, dodges all the Uradora. That could have been a scary hand. But Bowen back to the lead, dodging back and forth. And Noru, who I want to say was the front runner to start, now in 4th.
It looks like Purdue is getting left behind in the dust very early on, but this still could go anyone's way. As after all, we are watching
series. Exactly. Everybody's got a lot of time. points continue throughout the round, so just because one team decides that, or just because one round doesn't go as well, I mean, it's still not a huge point difference. 15k is not a lot on the Mahjong board. Especially when you're playing multiple pairs of South games. Bowen right now, little slow.
Looks like Younglin could maybe try to prolong their dealership and go for a Tanyao hand.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Tanyao and maybe even 7 pairs or all triplets to go along with it.
Oh, I don't think he can go with, I think he goes for straight Tanyao if that's his idea. I think if you're the dealer, unless you have 5 pairs to start and get a 6 early, I don't think you can go 7 pairs with it. It's just too hard to get. Yeah, and he opts to open for the 2. 6 or 7 gets dropped, you could opt to also maybe try and force a cheat toy to, or not a cheat toy to, excuse me, a toy, a triplets hand, but I think because they're all middle tiles, he's gonna really struggle that.
I think Noru here is going for Itsu.
Itsu, yep. All he needs is the 2 now. He's got good shape. He's got the pair of 1s. Might also opt to keep the 2-peen.
Ooh. The 3 Dora. That's kind of interesting.
I mean, he wants to go out with the hand quicker. Unless he drops the 2-peen there, that's a dead tile in his hand. And the argument is it better to drop earlier or later? Ooh, another Dora pickup for Bowen. Opts to kill one of the 9s, stick with the 7-8-9 meld.
And now this puts Younglin in a ready hand with the 6 characters and the 3 sticks.
Yep. 7 drop, not the tile he's looking for. 1-6, and Younglin's, or not Younglin, Noru with that 5-6. If he draws a 5 or a 1 or even something, even the 2-so, that could get real dangerous. He might opt to kill that 6, or no, I guess he would have to draw the 1-peen as well as the 2-so, I think, to go there.
That sets up Noru's Itsu. Now they can wait on a 4-7 of characters.
Oh, and he tries to read that the 5 is what he's looking for and drops in.
Oh man.
Oh no.
The 5 was a safe discard, but they deal into Tanyao. And the mud hole that Purdue sits in goes even deeper and deeper.
I think, yeah, maybe there might have been some Suji thought with the pawn of 2s. But, yeah, goes poorly for Purdue. Noru now down to below 90k. They're starting to lose some ground.
Is this VT Tanyao's first lead of the day?
VT Tanyao, I think it might be, other than maybe the start of the game. Wow, and an early reachy from Bowen if he takes it. Opsu looking for just the 8-peen.
8-peen. Oh, man.
2 out so far.
Emperor Derp gets a pair of green dragons. Do they push it? I imagine here, it's still really early in the tournament. You'd probably fold this.
Oh, I'd imagine you have to fold, especially with a green out on the board. I'd say you absolutely just try to play safe. I mean, the thing about early reachies is, right, that
he plays right into it!
And he plays the 8, wanting to keep the greens.
Oh, man.
That's some pairs.
Reachy no me.
Just a 1300 hand, though.
And NYU takes the lead after Hanchan won. Oh, man.
Yeah. All teams, so right now, NYU and VT Tanyao coming back to show up in second, just a little bit behind. Emperor Derp and Noru falling back. Emperor Derp almost at 100, but Noru for Purdue down to below 90. There's going to be some catching up to do in the second game.
Oh, yeah.
Very fast game, too. Not what I expected.
And here we go.
Let's take a peek.
That is a fire start for Yifan. Are you kidding me? Triplet of the Wests?
Dorad West. In the north seat, though, so there is some room to make up.
I I'm just double checking that I got the points in correctly. Yeah, those look right to me. Okay. And Yifan is kind of speeding up their hand here.
Yeah, I mean, with those West Doras, you want to make sure you take advantage. The only problem is they're setting themselves up for a bit of a pickle. Right now, they have to hit the 7 mon, and they have to hit the 3 so, or else they have to sacrifice what they have and sort of audible away from one of those melds.
Any other hands with potential here? Looks like Coogan could maybe go for E2, but it's going to be a little bit tough.
Vactorish, actually really close. He's in Tenpai.
He's in
looking for the 4-7, so that could be,
Ooh.
Nobody has him yet, too. What is that? 1-4 so is all that's out. 1-4 so, 1-7. Still a lot to get played.
That's going to be a fairly safe discard of the 9 so. Kanchan picks up an East. Puts down
no huge discards from Vactorish, too. It's got to be hidden that he's in Tenpai. I know I certainly wouldn't expect it this early on with what he's discarded.
There's another 7 picked up by Yifan. He's going to drop it. That's a quick run for Vactorish. I believe that's 2 Han.
Yeah, that's got to hurt for Yifan with that West start. That is definitely a hand that you want to make sure rides.
And that puts VT Tanyao in the lead. And VT Tanyao has dealership as well. Coogan's hand is looking really fast here. If they can transition the 7-9 out of being a 7-9, then that could also be a Tanyao hand, maybe.
Yeah, if he dumps the 9, gets a 6, maybe.
Or
he can just get the East like that, ditch it anyway. Might be able to even play the 2 East.
Meanwhile, Vactorish has a pair of Souths. And
He's got some E-Peiko chance, but he's still got a while to build through.
Coogan's gotta take that Dora.
Opts to open for the Dora. He's got to get rid of the East, though. He should have kept the 7. This could be a huge misplay. Now he has to have the East dropped. There are none other on the board. You have no idea when they'll come out. Opting to ditch the tiles and just fully fish for the East. Maybe a questionable play. It could pay out, though. Another Dora drone for Yifan, but no good shape so far. Still looking for some more.
Yifan is actually 1 away. They have the 4-6-8 of sticks and the 1-2. Those are really bad shapes, but
yeah.
Nonetheless, they are in Nishan 10 here.
Drops the 6, opts to drop the 2. Getting rid of the 1-2 to opt to keep the 6s. Likes both of them. Coogan hard or committing to drawing or somebody dropping that East tile. Risky play. It will screw up anybody else's hand, but with that Dora out, could be scary for the other players. They might opt to fold instant. Nothing coming together too for Vactorish either. I think he's gonna play that straight and then maybe the 6-7, but he's gotta get the 6 dropped and he's still gotta get the 9 so too.
Interesting point here.
On the 3.
They're very much going for Itsu now.
Yeah, he's just gonna force it. Could pay off, but it's a little dangerous. Still 2 9s unaccounted for. But the 6s, though, 2 of them are in Yifan's hand.
Coogan can't take that. That's Furten. No Yaku.
It's no Yaku. He's got to get the East tile. He's jammed his hand by opting to keep the East, but open for the Dora.
That's temporary Furten. Now they're straight out of it, but it's going to become really problematic if a 2-pin falls in their hand.
I mean, even with a 2-pin in their hand, they can't do anything with it. They have to get one of the last East tiles, which are none to be seen right now.
Akarish is Tenpai right now with a 3-6 of sticks.
Tenpai for the 3-6. Yifan, not much to go. Still looking for 2 whole shapes. Or he can go for 1 shape, but then he's looking for the last Dora as well as the 8 Mons. Or no, excuse me, he's not. He still needs 2 complete.
I'm trying to figure out what Kanshin is trying to go for here.
6, 7, 8. I think he folds. I mean, I guess the play is you hope to build off the 5-6 and then get the 8-0 in hand, but I think ultimately it's going to be a fold. Those tiles are way too specific. Oh, he could drop the 9 now. Opts to drop the 9 Mon to keep the 5-7-9 shape.
Sumo for
and a Sumo for the 6. Just a quick 2K hand.
Decent hands.
And my...
Let's take a look at some of these hands here. Vectorish has some honors to work on, and it looks like they're still pretty far away to go. Yifan could build a Tanyao potentially, but I don't know. With the 789 meld, it's gonna be a little bit tough here.
Yeah, I think you just play it slow, go for maybe a Pinfu with that. You already have the 789 and the 567. I think playing it fast is better for your hand overall. Vectorish with a very interesting hand. Still needs a lot of shape, but those 3-1 Mon, that could be hard to play with. Kanshin, he's got a Tanyao build. Could end up opting to keep this closed too. All he needs is the 4-1 Pin or the 1-4 Mon. Kugan, not much to play for, but there are a lot of pairs. Drops double white though, so I assume he's going for something conventional or maybe a toy.
I think double white morph happened because they dropped the white. They dropped the white dragon and then they drew it again. One of the absolute classic plays of Mahjong.
Unfortunate. I'm in hand. Oh, that 9 is huge. Does he see it? He does. Now he's looking for the 8-8. One more pair and he can go for it on a Ricci. There is nothing to read from his discard too.
That is such a cloak that Kugan has up right now. Only honors and terminals. That does not look
and another south too. Nobody's got to imagine he's close. He's got that double 5 pair too. Everybody's going to be looking for that. This could be huge.
That does
if
not.
Everyone's thumbs up their jams up their hand. Oh wait, Ricci from Yifan.
Ricci from Yifan waiting on the 2-5 of sticks. But Kugan has 2 of the sticks already. VI has 1 of the sticks as well. It doesn't look like there's a lot of ways for Yifan to win this hand, but it does certainly look possible.
Kugan maybe opting for the fold. They're gonna opt for the toy play. Drops the 9.
Oh, and he could reach it here as well.
Counter Ricci.
That is a 4-7 weight.
4-7, not good weights for either player. Both of them having a pair that connects to the meld they're trying to build. This could be dangerous for Kugan though. He's got the hanging to it. Ipatsu Sumos!
Ipatsu Sumo for VI. For Han. Dealer for Han.
Oh,
that is a lot of points. That is a lot. And
big hand. VT Tanya's got to be feeling pretty good. Or not VT Tanya, excuse me. VT Shogun.
VT Shogun goes out quite a lot. And we hadn't even seen how VI plays until today.
Yeah, definitely seems like a competent, strong player, and the flow must be with him right now. Ooh, Kanshin building a very interesting hand. A lot of pairs, a lot of middle. Pair of whites to go with it.
Yifan's hand doesn't have any honors in it, although that 4-7 block with the dots does look a little bit like garbage, I think.
Yeah, very clunky. Coogan, he's got that 5 to get himself going. Pair of 1s, pair of 2s, maybe to look at Toy, but it's a rough push. Not Coogan, very interesting. All of these players actually do not seem very inclined to fish for honors. Even with worse hands, it looks like they're often kind of keep. Oh my goodness, that is a huge draw. Kanshin's got a big decision to make now. And it looks like he might be opting for the 7 pairs possibility. All he needs is the 6 mon or the 5 or 7 so, and he can fish. That's a lot of points on the board, but those are all middle tiles.
Kanshin absolutely has to get something going for Purdue. Well, not absolutely. They still have a lot of Mahjong.
But it would be nice to catch up a little bit. He's behind. I don't know if I agree with that 8-peen drop. If you're Kanshin, and it looks like, I mean, he can audible out of 7 pairs, but if you play for it, I don't know, it's hard. Gets the 4. Oh, the white in hand! What does he do here?
I think at this
off 7.
I think at this point, well, it's not quite committed to. It's not quite committed to all triplets, but you got to be thinking about it at least now. He doesn't take the 5 characters. I think he's sticking with 7 pairs.
The problem with the and that hurts. The problem with going for Toy, the all triplets there is all your tiles are middle tiles, so they're so much harder to get dropped for you. But that hurts getting the 5 and then the 4 dropped. Skips the con. Opts to keep the 8. We could still see a 7 pairs.
We are halfway through East 3, Honba 1, and no one seems to be quite ready yet. Although Kanshin is kind of.
Oh, when he draws the green, he's got to reach you for the 6, right? Pressure on the board.
He's got
Dama's it. That's still a lot of points. Maybe he's trying to bluff the other players, think that he doesn't have anything. 6, 7, 8.
Who's waiting?
Yeah, double door and Vectorish. Keegan opts the call. Audibles into all simples.
Audibles into all simples. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh. Interesting play. I don't know if I agree with that from Kanshin. Definitely scary to drop the door at 6. But doing that means that you sacrifice the Ipeko or the pure double sequence
They're
as
gonna
well.
Now. Ricci, and they might have a Suji trap on the 6-pin, but that's Dora. I really doubt
Dora
that anyone's
and
gonna
the
want to
middle,
drop
yeah.
that.
I think no matter what, you force that into your hand, and all of them are in play. I mean, he's greeting for points, but on a middle tile like that, I don't think you can justify that if you're Kanshin. I guess he might just be hoping to get everybody else to fold, but Coogan's going with a very low point hand. Drops the safe tile, doesn't choose to get the 1 out of there. Vectorish, real close. Not getting the tiles he needs to push Tenpai though. Yifan still, I believe, 2 away. That's a big draw though. 4, 3, 6, 7, 8. I think you drop a 1 here, I believe, and then you go for 9, 5. Or no, you do that. Yeah, Yifan in Tenpai now with 1-9 so weight.
I don't think that has Yaku though.
It doesn't, but it's Tenpai with 7 characters left. Oh, but that's 6. That's a hurtful draw.
Drops the 9.
Opts to fold.
Could this be the first exhaustive draw of the day?
It's looking like it. Oh, and he draws that 6 and drops it. It's a safe tile. He might have held on to it. if Kanshin chose to discard the 6 door at 6 instead. But man, that's gotta hurt.
And we're gonna go into exhaustive draw with, I believe, Yifan and
Yifan sacrificed Tenpai to drop 9-so because they were saved.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He killed his Tenpai.
That gives Purdue some points, but they still have a little bit of a ways to go from here.
Yeah, not the cheap Toitsu you wanted, but I mean 2k net positive points isn't necessarily a bad thing.
There is at least 1,600 guaranteed points on the line with this hands.
Ooh, and Factorish starting with a bit of an interesting opener. A lot of honor tiles, but he's got the pair of the Dora 3s as well as a 1-2 so to go with one. And he's also got some good shape on the Mon. Oh, another one! That is huge.
Ooh, yeah.
His hand is looking scary.
Now they can go for, I believe it's called Ipeiko.
Yeah, Ipeiko, I believe. Pure double straight. Or maybe that's pure straight. I don't know, one of them. But yeah, he can go for the pure double with the 2-so. Oh, and the pair of Norse too, so he's got that settled. Could even triple it if he wants and go open. He's got the Dora, so he can sacrifice the Han on the pure double, but could opt to keep it closed too. The Mon shape's so good, that might be the move. Yifan still trying to pull the hand together. Some good shape, but needs to fit that 5-7 Mon in. Which now turns into a 3-5-7 Mon and get the 7 for the 6-8. Kanshin still a ways away from being able to go out with anything. Kugan, a lot of Mon tiles, but not quite enough to put it together. Still looking for a lot of shape. Yeah, Factorish looking really nice now, but needs some props. Yifan opts to keep the hand closed. Ooh, big pickup for Kanshin.
Yifan is Ishanten actually, with... Looks like they could set up a Zuji trap maybe if they get a 7 of sticks.
For Yifan, yeah, I mean... I think the problem with Yifan is that you just have 2 bad weights. You have to get a middle... The 3-5-7 isn't as bad, but then you're just playing for the 7-so, which one's already on the board. And if you get the 7-so first, then you have to commit to one of the Mon tiles. Oh, wow! Open for the Dora.
By VI, and I think that's gonna scare some people at this table.
That's definitely gonna be scary. 2 Norse looking for him, buried. 1 so tile left. Nowhere to be found, and some good Mon shape. I don't think he can push the Toy, but even with the triple Dora and the Norse and the 1 in his hand, if he can get something to fix this Mon, if he can get... Well, it's kind of ugly. He's got to get 2 at least. He's got to get either 4 and then a 2-8 or an 8 and then a 4. Oh, and he draws the 2. Yeah, I don't know about that play. It's a lot of points, but your Mon is just not there, and the round is winding down. Kugan, while I looked away, has apparently been building a hell of a Mon hand, but he...
7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. That's decent.
He's gotta... I think he has to get the 3 Mon and then hope to get another 9. I think that's his only play. Or I guess he could also get a 5. What is that?
If he drops the 1 sticks here, I don't think it would benefit VI to pick it up. Yeah, they're gonna pass on it. Ricci,
I mean, they have to do the North.
Ricci for Yifan here on the 8 of 8 characters. It's very late with only 18 tiles left. They're gonna Ricci here.
The problem is he's got no Mons dropped in front of him. I mean, it'll clunk up everybody else's hand, but... Oh, that's a big tile. Is he gonna step up? If he drops the 4, he can counter Ricci, and he does.
Ooh,
oh, keeps the 4. Opting to go for the 4 Mon draw instead of the 9. Interesting.
So that is a 1-4. Oh! VI drops it.
Oh, it was on the 1-4. I didn't even notice. I forgot that connected.
Oh man.
Only 2600 misses the Uradora.
Coogan stepping up to the plate, taking on his fellow VT member.
Wow, and West completely concealed in the hand for VI. I mean, okay, if you're VI and another West gets dropped, do you think you open?
If your VI and another West gets dropped, I wouldn't open this. That's such a big lead, and you don't want to give points to the other players. Let's say
that's true, but I mean, if he gets a good Dora here, he's looking for maybe the south in the wall. That could be huge, and he's got another in hand, so
we're up to South 1 right now. Let's take a moment to acknowledge the points. Purdue is still in last with 87,200. NYU has taken a little bit of a slide out of the lead, going from 106.3 down to 96.9. VT Tanyao is in second right now with 104.6, and VT Shogun is taking the lead with 111.3. Virginia Tech, who failed to make the individual tournament bracket phase, is starting to show off a little bit why they're the powerhouse of Mahjong.
yeah, they're doing very, very well right now. In this hand, there is not much going on for almost any player in this hand. Yifon's getting kind of close, I believe. Oh, Yifon actually very close. But still with a bit of a clunky 1 away. Or 2 away. Oh, huge East pickup for Vector. Opts to drop the South. He's got a lot of shape now. All he needs is melds. 7-mon, and he could go into Ricci for a 3-pin. Kanshin
has 4 pairs in their hand and a 5-6-7 meld.
Opting to look for something with that. Interesting play. Could see a toy open too. Could always drop the 1s too. Seven draw.
Here with the 4.
I think you gotta drop the 7-pin. I think you gotta drop the 7-pin or a 5-mon at this point. I think you keep the 7-7 as your pair. It doesn't play into anything. Opts to drop the 5. Interesting. Oh, huge pickup with the 1-mon for Kanshin. That fills in that meld. His hand's guaranteed close now, but he's a little bit closer to getting his shape. A draw of a 3-mon, 4-pin, or a 6-so puts him in Tempai.
That's another pair for VI. Are they going to keep it here? Drop. They're going to break up the 6-8 character block.
That's fair.
Kanshin drops the 3 sticks. That's basically a filler tile at this point.
Yeah, not much you can do with that.
Kanshin could go for all triplets here, or maybe 7 pairs.
I mean, if he gets the 6 or the 7, he could, but then he's got to get the 6 or 7-pin as another pair. That's so hard to get dropped, even if you're Dama at this point in the match. None are on the board though, but opts to keep the 2 Dora. That could spell disaster. There's only 1 Dora, 1-2, so unaccounted for. If he chooses that as his pair, opts the 4. What's the play here? I think at this point he's got to be committed. Yeah. Opts to drop the 6, keep the 4. Coogan not doing much with his hand, not getting the fill-in tiles he needs.
That's a pawn for VI, and now they're ready with the 4-pin or the East.
Yep, opting to push the hand open just to get the points for it. I totally agree with that play. I think it's this late in the round.
Ricci for Yifon, waiting on the 4.
Waiting on the 4-mon. Yeah, 4 or 7-mon. Oh, that could spell disaster for Kanshin.
Purdue cannot take any more hits for the time being.
Yeah, another hit for Purdue would be terrible. Oh, and Natsuma with the ease draw. That's going to be a lot of points with all the Rishi 6 on board, too.
2,700 plus the Rishi. VI just makes VT Shogun's lead even larger.
Yeah, wow. And what a hand start for Kanshin. Wow, that is real close. Oh, and a 7 draw. That's huge. 3, 4, 5. Another 3, and if I'm not mistaken, no, he needs a 3 and 1 more meld. Kanshin looking real good though. Yifan, little bit far away too. Not a terrible hand, but needs some work in. A lot of honors. That north pair, a bit clunky too.
Kanshin looks to be decently close. Could go something up to the 4 and the 7, maybe. Coogan and VI still have some honor tiles to discard here.
Yeah, Coogan's still a ways off. VI, some alright shape, but he's still pretty far. 4 draw, opts to drop the 7. Now here's the thing, if you're Kanshin and you draw a 3 or even a 7 so tile and then you draw the 3 mon on top of that, do you opt to change into 7 pairs, or do you still just drop one of your pairs and keep the hand as it is? Whoa, hold up. Pawn on the north? Oh, he's going for a half flush. Yeah, he's pushing the half flush. Just dumping all the so tiles, even choosing to get rid of the 5 Dora.
That's a pair of east for VI, but running south, so
that
might
hurts.
not be very helpful.
Yeah, but looking at 4 of those that might be in your discard still doesn't feel great. And Coogan's hand really developing. He's got 7, 8, 9 with an 8 pair block, another 8, 9 to play, some other pairs. A lot of outside pairs too. He could opt into a toy if he pairs up another tile.
It's a little bit of a complex look for Yifan. Trying to make sense of the 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4 section.
Yeah, it's a little clunky. You kind of need to draw a 5 and then hope to pair the 7, or yeah, something to that effect. Just not bringing anything together. Bit of a decent draw, but Factorish opts to drop it for the 1. Oh, and Kanshin and Ricci, he drops the 3 mon.
Drops the 5 mon, and that will be a wait on just the 8. Coogan has 3 8s though, so there's only 1 8 that's out in play.
Wow, that is an interesting decision. Opts for the tile that's not played yet instead of opting for more points and going for, I believe the 7, right? Or no, I guess it's the same weight no matter what, but interesting that he chooses to drop the 5 instead of the 2. It feels like sacrifice points at that point, right?
Yifan has quite a few tiles that they're waiting on, it looks like. That's a...
No, just 4 right now. They need, or no, 4, 6. 4, 6, 3. Those are all the tiles that Yifan's waiting on, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
No, not 3. Just 4 and 6.
So who's waiting on the 3 then?
I thought Yifan had the 3 too, but I don't believe that's a winning tile for them. Kinda to the 9.
New Dora doesn't really help anyone.
No. Damn, draws into the 5 red, 5 red mon for Kanshin. Drops it back to Rish, probably opting for a discard. Could try to push his hand into Tenfai. open up, but he's got some unsafe discards to make to do that. Wow, Kugan sneaks it with a Tanyao.
All simples. He even had 2-3-4, 2-3-4 there, but that doesn't count because it's only for closed hands.
Yeah, he just opts to push open. I mean, it worked. He raced the hand out. Scary hand for other people too. A half flush building for Yifan, Kanshin, and Ricci. Oh, we got starting some nice shape for Vactorish to start. Still some fill in. Yifan needs to get rid of some tiles.
We haven't seen particularly a lot of huge hands so far.
No, a lot of small, really quick hands. Nobody's been going for anything too crazy or pushing. I think after yesterday, where a lot of teams played really defensive until the end, they're opting to just play with speed maybe today. Kanshin's got something interesting building up though. Kanshin with 3 triplets already in hands. If he can pull the 9, doesn't like it. But yeah, super interesting hand for Kanshin. Keeping the 5 so too, I believe, to audible if something goes drastically wrong, like maybe another 9 gets dropped or he can't fill in his other shape. Big decision for Vactorish. Does he want to keep the 6-0? Does opt to.
Lots of people are drawing honors so far. Omar in the chat says, "Bruh, they need to go for all honors."
Yeah, right. Build the orphans. Just assuming you're gonna draw 9 more. Ricci for Kanshin. Oh my.
Ooh, that's a good weight as
well.
That's
5-2 too. Dama's it.
Do they have Yaku?
I don't think they do unless they draw the last 9. Maybe that could be what he's looking for. Draw the last 9. And then maybe try to Ricci for the head, Ricci for a 3 or a 4. It's worth a lot more points that way, but yeah, I'm not sure what the idea is there. Kugan getting his hand along. Vactorish, still a bit of clunkiness in his.
Keeping the red dragon for a little bit longer. I think they're...
definitely a safe tile.
Their hand is clunky, to say the least.
Yeah, there's a lot of clunky hands. And now he opts into the Ricci.
Ricci's now?
I think that's the right move. Nonetheless.
Oh, that's a 5, but that goes into Yifan's hands.
And they're definitely gonna keep that.
And they're gonna Ricci as well.
Looking for the 1-peen.
1-4.
Only 1 more left. Or yes, 1-4.
Vactorish looks like they can Tanyao this hand.
Yeah, but he's got to go open, and he's got a lot of unsafe discards to try and make it there. It's scary to do that.
Sumo for Yifan.
Wow. Oh, and the double Uradora hit for a Hanemon.
The first Hanemon of the game.
Wow,
and that puts NYU back in the fight.
That has gotta hurt for Purdue. So close, so many hands in a row, but just cannot get the final piece of the puzzle.
Oh man. What is the morale? What is the morale if you're Purdue right now?
I mean, you're down by a lot, but the thing is, it's also, you have time. But it's definitely a lot harder. I think a change in strategy. The other problem is now that you're down 20k from second and third. now just racing all simple hands over and over to play fast isn't super valuable. Oh wow, that helps though. That could be oh wow, there's a situation where there's a reach he made for the white dragon. That could be terrible for Bacterish.
That could be really good for Purdue, though. That might just be what they need.
Choose to drop the 6 here. Then all he's got to do is fill in the 3-6 meld or draw the last white or 3, and he's there. Drops the form on. Wow, that is a quick hand filled with Dora for Kanshin. Gets a triplet of his win, too.
VI is holding out a little bit on the white dragon. As Kanshin's got a call here.
Opts to race the hand.
They do have a triplet of Wests here, so maybe they could also half flush this hand.
Yeah, maybe that is the thinking. He goes for the half flush for points. I was thinking he might try to fake a Tanyao, but with all the simples he's dropped, there's almost no way anybody falls for it. His big problem right now is somebody needs to drop a white dragon, or he needs to have Yifan drop a 4-7, or else he's kind of jammed.
Even a 3-so would help build.
Yeah, 3-so on the board too. Everybody's looking for those tiles though. Yifan with the same meld they're trying to build. Kugan looking for a 3. One's already dropped on the board.
Yifan gets a 5-6-7. And they're gonna reach here on the 7 of characters.
They're looking for the 7
Kenshin
on it. Oh, that could be disaster.
Oh no.
For Kenshin, do you drop your West? Go for the white? Oh, he's gonna go for it. That's disaster. Unfortunate for Purdue. Nothing is going right.
Reaching
and just 300, yeah.
They're basically bleeding points by this point. If this was if this game started with 25,000 points, they're down to 4,000.
Yeah, I heard. No, I think they're at about I think I've only lost 10k this game. I think they started this game at like 90. Yeah. But still, yeah, they're losing. They'd be at like 14-13 right now. Still a lot to go down when you're already starting from behind. It's starting to get scary for Purdue.
Take a look at some of the hands. Yifan has some decent sequences in their hands. Kanshin, this is not going to be the hand that brings Purdue back.
This will not be the one to put him on the map. Yeah, Bacterish has some Dora, but it might be a little hard to try to make it work. Not terrible shape though. Kugan's got some interesting things, but he's still got a couple blocks to go. Or actually, no, Kugan. If he gets the 8-mon, I believe he's in Tempai.
That's a triplet of Souths for Kanshin.
Opts to keep it. That's huge points. That's big. He's got the 5 Dora too. If he can swing this into a half flush or something, that could be the hand to get him back.
Am I gonna be proven wrong here?
No, I think he's just opting for the easy points, though. I definitely think if you're Kanshin, you try to play this close no matter what. But
Yifan has a chance to reach here. They're just thinking about it for a moment.
Yeah, they're debating whether they want to go for that 6-mon. I agree with that play. There's already 2 6-mon out on the board. The odds of no one else getting it. Keegan looking for the 8 now. Reaches for 8, so that could be disastrous for Bacterish. If he chooses to play the 9s as a pair, maybe he gets the 3 and plays 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for the So tiles. Kanshin opting to try to finish the hand.
There's another Ricci opportunity for Yifan. This would have to be going for
Drop for
either
the
of
one-er.
ones.
Yeah, but you gotta drop the 3 or 6 peen. Opts to drop the 3 peen. You gotta take that. And he doesn't, and he draws the 5, so you never drop that. Yeah, and Kanshin with a fold. That's gotta hurt.
1 peen or 1 so needed for Yifan.
Yeah. No, there's 1 so in Kanshin's hand, and neither of the other 3 tiles are accounted for. Oh, and the 6! Wait, no one needed the 6. Oh yeah, that's right. Yifan might have needed the 6 earlier. 6 on. Don't need it anymore.
Can Yifan extend this Hanshan, or can Kugan take it here?
Less than East and 9. I mean, it's not a great weight, and there's none on the board, but there's still 3 8-sos to be drawn. There's a good sumo
Yifan
chant.
auto discards it, and
Yep.
Keegan takes it. Keegan takes it with a Ricci and a Dora 2 Han to end Hanshan 2. NYU
Wow.
takes a little bit of a drop during this Hanshan, but now they're back in it. But the leader is
VT Shogun really showing up in that round. Vectorish having some real good hands. Kugan keeping it held down. NYU dropping a little bit, but Purdue too. They are going to have to make some makeup work to stay back in this game.
Purdue just dropped 10,000 points between Hanshan 1 and Hanshan 2.
Yeah, that has gotta hurt.
Getting underway for Hanshan 3, the second half of the tournament begins.
Alrighty, let's take a look. Ooh, Narwhal got a lot of pairs to start with some good melds. That could get real interesting. Shikiko or Lambda, a little bit away. Dark Exodus, got a lot of Dora with the 8 pickup too. Looking for a really strong hand. He's got a 5, 6, 7 meld, another 3 to pair. Ooh, that could get real scary. Last but not least, Jeff Y, looking to bring it back with Purdue. Not a super crazy start.
AA could go for Tanyao here. And that would be a really strong Tanyao that would extend the lead.
Yeah. Dark Exodus with the 3-8 Dora definitely has a strong hand. He's almost got Ola's shape too. If he gets a 5 and then a 7, ooh, just opts to open it up. Can't blame him. I mean, he's got 4K points right there. No reason to let him pass by. Only clunky thing is he really needs a 7 pin here. Oh my goodness! Does he take the con? He opts for it! He's already got the pair! Holy shit. That could be disaster though.
That is 5 Dora in there. That is open though.
Another Dora. Everybody is gonna fold. He has to sumo. Everybody emoting around. They can't believe it. A red 5 buried too. Yeah, if you're everybody else here, you have
Narwhal
to
gets
fold.
another white dragon though.
Narwhal doesn't want to take the 3 little. Oh, that might have been a huge misplay. If he puts down the 2 bamboo, it's risky, but he's got good 7 pairs chance, and he's got 3 little dragons available. Doesn't like it though. I wonder if we could see a toy force. Dark Exodus's hand is really scary and half open, but oh, he got into ready too before I even knew this. He's looking for 4-7. This could spell disaster for Narwhal. He's got the 4 peen in his hand.
Does Narwhal pawn this? They're gonna pass by it. So I think
It's a scary hand. He's playing safe.
They say when you go for 7 pairs, it's kind of a combination of defense and trying to go for a good hand. I think that might. Actually, you know what, Narwhal's
he's
like
folding.
I think he's folding.
No, he's absolutely folding. Narwhal is a very safe player from what I've picked up, and especially, I mean, you're looking at 5 Dora minimum with a likely possible 6 for Dark Exodus. You have to fold against that. Dropping into that to start the game is terrible. You're giving more points to first and sending your team down. This is a hand that everybody besides Dark Exodus is gonna want to go into exhaustive draw. Even if he gets 3k points, he's getting less than getting dropped into right now. How many tiles are left in play? We got, what is that? 1, 2, wait, whoa, 2 4s still unaccounted for. As well as 2 7s, am I counting that right?
2 4s,
and 2 7s.
7s, yes.
Wow, and none of them revealed on the board though. Any sumos! Oh my, that's a lot of points.
Oh man.
That's 6, right? Oh, Hanem on the start. Oh my
opens
god.
Opens up Hanchan 3 with a Hanemon. Oh man.
That all but pretty much cements their first place spot. Unless something goes drastically wrong. I mean, they're ahead by 20k, yeah. That is insane. This isn't a weak hand going, well, it's a hand that needs some work, but not exactly the worst hand in the world coming from them too.
Yeah.
Everybody's got win pairs right now. This is interesting. Narwhal having the option to play with some ease. Yeah, but, I mean, she's got the South, so opts to drop it, though. Keeping the other honors.
That might be another South drop for Narwhal. Keeps the
opts
1,
to keep
actually.
the 1. I think he wants to keep a safe tile in his hand. And still be able to play the East. I respect it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Jeff Wyatt. Nope.
Dark Exodus dropping off the Norths.
Yeah.
Go for Tanyao here.
I think it's a Tanyao play for sure. He's got some good shape. It's kind of clunky if he keeps the Norths. He's got to go Pinfu close. Ooh, and Narwhal committing to getting one of those East draw. Jeff White, too, also has some niceness in his hand. He's got to fish for this last red. Or try to play the hand closed, but... yeah, maybe a bit clunky. 8, not what we're looking for.
This is going to be a 2 drop for Dark Exodus, and an 18 drop for Jeff Y.
Jeff dropped the 6 takes. Oh my goodness!
Narwhal.
He can't audible into G-Toitsu though. Narwhal's faking the flush, which is good, but the problem is he's got to get this East dropped and find a pair for the head. That is not an easy task. And Dark Exodus.
It's 1 away, but more realistically, it's 2 away.
No, it's only 2 away. Unless he sumos the East. No, even still, then he's got to figure out both melds. Yeah, he has to find a pair. Because he can't go out with the East as his pair. And Jeff White running into a bit of the same problem. He's got the pair of 4s, and he's got the West and the Red Dragon, but one Red Dragon's already out of the game.
You look away
one West, too.
You look away from Shikako's hand for one moment, and all of a sudden they've got Tanyao with 2 Doras.
No, those are all paired, though. And she opened. She can't go for Chi-Toitsu. That's a questionable play. Oh, and then Narwhal gets the East drop.
Oh, what a sumo for AA!
Dark Exodus. He gets the sumo with double Dora. He sneaks 6k because he's the dealer. Just further increasing this lead. It has got to be disheartening to play on this board. This man's flow is crazy.
Oh, man. VT Shogun. Oh, VT
Wow,
Shogun.
and an East pair to start with 3 1s in the hand for Dark Exodus. Good tiles, too.
VT Shogun once again opening up the Hanchan with a strong showing.
Wow, Jeff Y, he's got some good tiles to play. He's already got around 2 melds completed, a pair of reds, but he's still got some work. Shikaku or Lambda also has a pretty good start, but needs a little bit more to round it out. And Jeff Y drops double south. Unfortunate, but what are you going to do? Narwhal opting to keep the north. Maybe to try to finish his hand out with something quick if he gets a pair of it. Opts to drop it, one's already on the board. Can't disagree with that. Dark Exodus still fishing for that east tile.
Narwhal is not going to transition the 1-2 block. Not going to transition 1-2 to a 2-4. Instead, they keep it 1-2.
I think I like that play. I think I agree with that. Play off the 3 for the Dora. There's already 2 1s out. It's less likely to be thought.
And now Narwhal's breaking up the 5-6 character block.
He had to drop one of them. Interesting that he did it to keep a red dragon, but not sure. He's got the 7-8, so that's another potential meld he could go for, but then he's got to do something with the red. He's got to look for a pair, which could be deadly. Jeff Y's got 2 in his hand. Don't think he's going to get him dropped.
Dark Exodus had 4 pairs for a moment, but then they dropped the 5-pin.
Oh, I think that's absolutely the play. I don't think this late into the hand, when you have an East pair, I don't think there's any world where you go for Chitoitsu. Yeah, I agree with that too. Get the more dangerous tiles out of your hand, try to pull the 1-4, and then make the rest of the hand work.
Could be a half outside hand for Dark Exodus.
That is true. It's possible. He's got the 1s and the 9s. He's still... That actually is interesting. If he goes half outside, he's got the tiles for it, and he could do that with playing the East as a pair. It's less fast, but I mean, there's no East to be found. He's had him since the start of the rounds. Nobody's drawn him.
There's also been so many 1-pins played. In fact, all of the 1-pins aren't played. You've also got the 1-pin in the wall.
Oh, yeah. That's terrible. Yeah, he's got to draw a 4 now, but 2 4s already out. Oh my, this man is flowed up. He's got to get the East now or play the hand closed, though. What is he dropping? No 9s are dropped.
Drops the 9.
Opts to drop a 9 mon. I don't agree with that. I think you drop the 7 so, or you drop one of the, either the 9-pin or the 8-pin.
I would have dropped the 7 so as well. You've got to drop the... Well, he drops the 9 now because it's not very useful.
Now he needs the 7 and the last 9, which he won't get, or the last, or an East.
Narwhal's not reaching here with a 5-8.
Looking for a 5-8. Oh, that could be disastrous.
And I think that's going to be another full for Purdue.
Yeah, Purdue just doesn't have enough to work with.
Dark Exodus could reach here, but they'd have to drop the 8. They'd have to drop the 8-pin in order to do it.
Oh, and he opts to.
It, doesn't do the reaching, but Narwhal takes it. Takes away dealership and also takes away some points.
Oh, and the double Urador to cop it off. All that hard work just taken away from Dark Exodus, put back into the hands of Narwhal with the emote to finish.
Hanemon. The Ura comes up clutch for Narwhal.
What a hand.
Absolute insanity. Narwhal has a pair of Norths. They're gonna pass over it. So far, it's been a showdown between the two VT teams. NYU and Purdue haven't really shown off so far just yet.
No, right now NYU and Purdue just playing the trail, playing back. Not exactly great hands to work with, but I mean, when you're going up against the two hands that just got played, what do you do? Double over 10, double Hanemons in a row. By front runner teams too, it's hard to do.
Dora Green Dragon goes down.
Yep, Narwhale opting to pass it up and get it out of his hand now. Dark Exodus still holding on to his. Narwhale taking the chance to think about whether he wants to open up and go for a quick Tanyao. Decides against it.
I would decide against his well. Now we're dropping the Norse.
Is folding the Norse though, with the 7 pickup. I mean, the problem is that all those are good meld keys, so by committing to dropping the Norse, now you're going to have to look for a new pair, most likely. Dark Exodus folds the North, looking for the green. Couple pairs in his hand, he could play that angle. If he draws a 7-peen too, he could drop one of his 9s. Now, 1's an interesting pickup. Opts to drop one of the 9s.
9. Really holding on to that green dragon for a while.
I mean, there's only one on the board. One's already been played. It's Dora. He might need pair for this hand. It's not the worst play. It's definitely a bit risky, though. Narwhale's hand not really coming together after those North drops. Just drawing terminals.
Jeff White could reach it here, waiting for a 6-pin. I would wait on this, actually. They're gonna reach it now. I would have waited on that
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he's not waiting on the 6. Or yeah, the 6-pin. You're right. I mean,
waited on that a bit to see if the weight could have gotten any better.
That's true, but at least right now he applies some pressure on the board. He has the chance to sumo or Ipatsu sumo. He's got a red Dora in his hand. You never know what the Uradora wall is going to hold. Like what we just saw with Narwhales. I mean, it's not a terrible play, but definitely risky.
There's only 1 6 that is unaccounted for.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. 2 in Exodus's hand, 1 in Narwhales. They don't look like they're going to get dropped.
Narwhale's having a bit of a think. Gonna drop the 4 characters.
Dark Exodus opting to drop some of his 1s off. I'm going to drop a 2 off, which I believe is safe.
If you're Shikako and you get the 6-peen, what do you do then?
I mean, you absolutely drop the 3 instead of the 6 if you push the hand. I think in every scenario. Oh yeah, the 3's played out in front of him too. Yeah, you just drop the 3 if you get the 6-peen.
Shikako's also ready with a 5-8 sticks weights.
Yeah, the problem is there's only 1 more 5, and there are 3 more 8s unaccounted for. It's very likely we could see 1 come out. Dark Exodus debating on whether he wants to push this out for Tanyao. Ops 2 is going to drop the red. The 6, 3 is going to get dropped.
Yep. Now it's just a dead
Narwhale
hand
folding.
at this point.
Yeah, Narwhale folding dead hand. But if nobody else gets in the Tenpai, Dark Exodus doesn't have it. Wow! And a Ron coming from Lambda.
NYU shows up, but at the expense of Purdue.
Yeah, Purdue is trailing behind, a struggle. And what a crazy start for Narwhale. Pair of dragons, pair of Norse, old dragons in his hand.
That could be very interesting. And he's
He
giving
could
the thumbs
easily
up.
do that in the Honitsu. Another E-style drawn too.
Ooh.
He's dropping emojis. He's feeling himself.
He's telling them his hands. Shikako doesn't have that bad of a hand building up though. Could be Pinfu here. Could be Pinfu here if they get the 7 characters. I think it's more likely that they'll try to upgrade it somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you said Shikako. Yeah, I mean, she's got the 5, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's good shape. She's got the pair of 6s. It's just awkward with the Mon, though. Yeah, nothing coming together for Jeff. Why he's trying to pull a flush, faking maybe Orphans. That could actually spell disaster for Narwhal.
The Dark Exodus picks up a 1. That completes their 2-3 block. What are they gonna discard here? Gonna drop off the 9 and the 8.
The 9 against the door. I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't particularly like that either. In fact, looking at it, I probably will drop the 9-8 of characters instead of the 9-8 of sticks.
Yeah, I think he's trying to play the red, the 5 Mon, maybe go for a pure straight 2.
It is
off the Mon if he fills in, but I mean, if he gets the 6 or the 4, he can open up with the drops from Narwhal. But I think no matter what, you sacrifice 1 Dora. I mean, it might be the right play to sacrifice the 8 Dora, because 1-7's already dead for it, rather than the 5 Mon.
The Shikako Palm here, no.
Oh.
That phone would have put them in Tenpai, actually.
Yeah, but then you gotta get rid of the 9. Or so you get rid of the 9 and then fish for the 7, but then you only get 2k points. There's an argument to be made for it, but it seems like Shikako is gonna play strong, slow hands.
Meanwhile, Jeff is sneaking up a half flush.
Jeff is. He's actually getting very close. He's still got some clunk, though, to get out. If he gets a 6-so... Yeah, even if he gets a 6-so, he's so far. I think he's still 3 away at best case scenario.
This could be a Riichi for Shikako here. They'd only be waiting on the 7-pin, though.
7-pin opts for it, even though she already knows 2s are played. She's looking for 2 more. None of them are out yet, though. They're not buried in anyone's hand. That's the silver lining.
Jeff calls it.
Jeff calls 7. Bit of a scary discard. Opts to drop the 3-pin. Jeff knocking the tiles he needs. Still 2 away even after all that, and he needs a white that doesn't look like it's gonna get dropped. Now that's a draw. That's a draw. What do you do with your Dark Exodus here? I think you...
Drop the 8s.
Yeah, I think dropping the 8s is the right move. Oh, and the 7. She could have gone for that earlier. That's gotta hurt. Red. Interesting for Narwhal to drop the red instead of the 7.
Did Narwhal call this? Nope.
Doesn't want the Norse.
They're gonna fold.
Interesting when he's got the 1s as a pair. I mean, yeah, but if he calls the north and then drops the white, it takes away, yeah, I guess he's just using them as safe tiles. Is he gonna push Tenpai? That doesn't get you Tenpai, though. There's no point in doing that. You're just taking out safe discards from your hand.
AA is gonna keep the white dragon for a little bit, making it harder for Jeff to progress.
Tenpai.
And that's gonna be an exhaustive draw, with Shikako taking this one. And 3,000 points to continue their dealership.
Yeah, that's a good hand. That's what you like to see. And jeez, it is rough for Purdue. They cannot get any of what they're going for. Dark Exodus with a quick pawn on the green dragons too. He's looking to race this. 1 red Dora in hand. No Wests on the board yet, which is the Dora for the rounds. That could be interesting to see who picks it up.
Dark Exodus starts this off with a set of green dragons.
Yeah, he's looking to just race it. get this hand over with, extend his lead, keep third place from gaining some more points. Ooh! Pocketed whites for Narwhale. Opts to drop the West. See, the problem here for Dark Exodus is he might come into a situation where he's searching for the head.
Is it just
that is
me, or is
not
this
where you
hand
wanna
being
be.
played slightly quicker than the other ones?
This feels really fast. I think with that pawn on the greens and the immediate chi open up too, everybody's feeling it. Tenpai for Dark Exodus, but he's looking for the 5.
And that is Mogu Mogu with Jeff. That's right, Theo. I dropped the term Mogu Mogu.
Narwhale could get a half outside with this too. That's an additional Han for him.
Jeff is gonna call that.
Drops the 4. Oh no! All 5s are in Jeff's hand. Uh-oh. That's not good. Dark Exodus might be waiting on a tile that'll never come. Chicago also building up her hand. Still needs some shape. She's got a lot of melds, but she'll need to drop one. Opts to drop the 8-6.
Maybe
Keep the red for a save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Narwhale's
Oh,
ready
wow.
with
And
the
Narwhale and Tenpai for their 9-peen. None on the board, too. Or, none in the hand, so 3 more is still to play.
2 more.
Or, yeah, 2 more, excuse me. And wow.
Ooh.
Dark Exodus dropping the door at 5. That's gotta hurt, but he's committed so long. Now he gets
Dark Exodus is now waiting on the
2.
2
2 so.
2-5-8. No, wait. No, I think they changed their weight again.
No, I think he was just waiting on the 2. Now he's waiting on the 7.
1-4-7.
Oh, and a sumo from Narwhale. Oh yeah, you are right. 147.
Sumo for Narwhale.
I dragged the edge, and Narwhale is bringing this back, catching up to Dark Exodus with the commanding lead. NYU and Purdue still unable to put it together. Man, Purdue is really just not getting anything.
So now that we're in South 1, let's go over the points real quick. We have Dark Exodus with the lead for VT Shogun at 115.3. And second right now is Narwhale for VT Tanyao with 111.2. Third right now is Chicago. She's got 104.3 for NYU. And Purdue is at 69.2.
It's looking tough for Purdue right now. They need to at least, I think, get back to 80, or their only hope is going to be a Yakuman. Especially if one of the VTs pulls majorly ahead by another 10-20k. In the second half, it's going to be looking rough. NYU's definitely still in it, only behind by about 10k from first.
Now we got some emote dropping.
Uh-oh.
Who are we waiting on?
Yeah,
right
it's
now?
a disconnect.
Chicago's got a disconnect.
That's not good. Yeah, it was a 1 chi call that would never have, she would have never have done. That connection issue could be a major problem.
Dark Exodus has got.
Oh no, it's a full disconnect. Oh wait, is she back? She drops a 6, which is definitely not optimal.
And she pukes blood.
Yeah, she's not liking seeing what happened. Now she's got an audible around. That 6-0 is tough. Her hand needs a lot of shape, and that would have been real nice to round it out. Narwhale's hand starting to come together, but still a long ways away. Dark Exodus looking real close. Dark Exodus is in Tenpai, actually, just looking for the 3-so.
Yep. Could this be an upgrade here? No. Okay. Still waiting on Sanzo, and he takes it
Done.
from Chicago.
Just an easy 2k.
Just
Fast and quick.
fast and quick, it builds up VT Shogun a little bit more.
I mean, those fast and quick hands have been the rule for VT. And wow, pair of souths to start with some more winds and a dragon. Triplet of twos already in the hand. It's looking like another quick dealer hand that Dark Exodus might try and play. Has the choice to discard the east here or keep it as a safe tile. Gets a 5, that could be big. Orpeen gets him another meld now.
Drops the green
Opts
dragon here.
to drop the green, interesting. Narwhal's hand's starting to come a bit more together. He's got a lot of shape. Still has a little bit to go. Jeff-wise, got a lot of good tiles, but can't quite connect any of them. Still looking for a lot. Lambda, nothing at all yet. Ooh, pair of greens for Narwhal. Opting to maybe take out the 9s to replace them.
So what are we looking at here?
Dark Exodus is, I believe, 2 away, in best case. Or no, maybe 3 away. That helps him though, that's a big one. Now he's got to make it this. You got to drop the Formon here, right?
Formon or...
Opts to drop the 7-peen. I mean, it's better weights for that, but he's got to get one at one point.
Everyone is holding on to... Everyone who has red dragons is holding on to them to potentially fish for more points.
Yeah, 2 players with reds, 2 more to be found. Narwhal not opting to open his hand.
They're not quite committed to the green dragons yet.
Yeah, one could be buried, you never know. Oh, and that's 1 red out. Will we see any others? Another one from Shikako. Narwhal knows they're pretty dead, drops it. Dark Exodus, 7 so doesn't get him there. Still 2 away, or 1 away, but...
Shikako is looking at... This could be a Ricci for Dark Exodus, having to wait on the 5 or 8 characters. This would be a really good wait, actually.
5 or 8, Mon? Yeah. Yeah, and he goes for it.
Gonna take it.
I mean, he's the dealer, it's solid. The 5 probably won't come out of Jeff Y's hand, but...
And I think Jeff
There's
has got
3
to go
8s.
I think Jeff has got to go for a hybrid here, folding and pushing.
Yeah, he's got to just play the hand. Opts to drop the 1 to keep the white. Maybe it's safer against other players. Does Shikako have Ricci? She does, and doesn't decide to take it. Could have Ricci'd for the 2 there.
It's a Dama,
Instead,
though!
Dama runs.
It's a Dama with the
But only gets 1300. Missing out on 2 more Han in the Uradora if she Ricci's there. That's gotta hurt. Those are big points she passed up.
That brings down VT Shogun a little bit, but Shikako's dead inside.
Yeah, that's a possible, like... I mean, that's 2 to 5 Han just swept away there, depending on Uradora. Especially when she's playing behind like that. She, you know, she's got room to make up. Not a whole lot, but that would have been nice points. Risky against the other Ricci, but you never know. Nothing looking too strong for any players. Dark Exodus has some nice Dora, but a lot of doubles. So every player pretty much on the board right now just has a lot of pairs with maybe a triplet.
Not a lot being able to be made out here.
Yeah, I think the play for every player right now is kind of just to push in all simples. Narwhal and Jeff Y have it harder with terminal pairs, but I mean, what else do you do? There's a Chitoitsu play now for Narwhal, but the problem is he's looking for a 2 that's 2 of them are already in Exodus's hand. The longer the game goes on, the harder it's going to be for someone to drop the other one he needs.
Dark Exodus.
Yeah, he's committed. Narwhal's committed to the Chitoitsu. Does Dark Exodus... He's somewhat close. That's an interesting open. I guess going for Sanshoku. Yeah, going for Sanshoku needs 9 mon and 9 pin. Oh, he can play all outside. I didn't even see that.
It's gotta be,
and that's gonna be the 9 drop. He's gonna take that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, open all outside is still all outside.
Gotta be a little bit tough though, because he's also got 6.
Oh, he drew the 9. The 9's a dead.
Now he's waiting on the 9 characters. Narwhal's.
Oh no, but Narwhal is 2 with the 1 pin.
Ooh.
This Dark Exodus gonna take it.
This Dark Exodus. He's
doesn't
not
call
con.
the con.
He's not gonna con.
Everyone else is so close. 5's drop. They're pushing the hands.
I'd say if Dark Exodus or Chicago gets in 9 characters, that's gonna be a trap for double run.
Yeah, it's unusable. I mean, but here's the thing though. Oh, you have to take that con, try to draw another tile. Doesn't like it. He doesn't want to give up points. He could gas up his own hand. He gets to draw another tile to get what he needs.
AA is now ready on a 1 or 4. Narwhal puts it down, and that's gonna be Furton for Dark Exodus, I think. There's a 6. That's
doesn't
gonna be Furton for
take
Jeff
it.
Y, though. Thinking about it.
Yeah, but it's 1 turn for E10. Why did he not take the Ron there?
He couldn't. He couldn't. No Yaku.
Oh yeah, because of the 1, you're right. He didn't reach it.
Everyone in this hand is ready! Everyone is
No
ready!
one's getting the tile. What is Shikaku looking for? What is that, 4 or 5, Mon?
5-4, I think. Hey, what are you gonna do
Yeah,
here?
Force Power. Oh, no! Does he drop it, or does he opt to Dajipatsu? Or no, he's already dropped Dajipatsu, but still.
Only got so
And
much
he
health.
opts for the fold!
Opts for the fold. Dropping out of this race.
1 save. He gets another safe tile. He could still push Tenpai by the end of this. If he gets a 3, drop a Dora, it's risky, but it's playable. Oh, and Shikaku discards the 1 pin. Or the 1 so.
1 so. All triplets.
Does for all triplets for 2k. And Jeff Wide, no 9 mon able to get. Last one buried. That's gotta hurt. He really needs hands like those just to put him back. They're down 45k from the lead right now.
It's all last right now, and it is all last right now, and VT Tanyao is only 200 points behind VT Shogun. Only 200 points.
Wow, and some strong tiles coming out for Narwhal. Dark Exodus, a lot of tiles to go for too. Jeff White, not really much to work with. Pretty much has to play pairs, maybe try to go for something big. Hope he gets them dropped. Chicago too, I mean, good shape, but needs to find 1 more meld to get something going. Nobody really advancing right now.
Chicago upgrades the 1-2 to a 2-4. Now they're playing with the Tanyao potential.
Yeah, could go open to speed the hand if they so desire. Thinking about keeping the 9, I don't think it's the play. Yep, drops the 9. Another pair for Narwhal. It could potentially go into a 1-2 weight. Doesn't like it.
Dark Exodus gets a 5 that completes their 3-4-5 block.
Yeah, he's still got a bunch of really clunky pairs, and he's got to drop the 9s if he wants to play it.
Drops the
Oh,
4.
he's going for Chitoitsu. Yeah, he's gonna go for Chitoitsu here. Yeah, same as what Jeff Y's doing. 2 Chitoitsus in the same hand. Is there any crisscross? 2 Mon they're both playing with, but not looking for it. Jeff Y looking for the 3-peen. Oh, Ricci for Narwhale.
Ricci for Narwhal, they're gonna be
Could
waiting
do a
for
Tanyao,
the
6-9-peen.
6-9-peen. Dark
Oh,
Exodus
there's
does
only
not
1
need
6
that
left
9.
though. There's. Oh no!
Ooh.
He drops the 9, looking for it to be safe instead of unsafe to push the hand. It drops and he pots it with double Dora.
Harimon! VT Tanyao takes the lead on all
VT
last.
Tanyao way in the lead.
Oh man.
They just, wow, VT Tanyao and VT Shogun pretty much just swap spots before this match
Oh,
with that
man.
hand.
That was so
That is a game right there.
an absolute showing by VT Tanyao. Now they're in position to just put this one away.
Yeah, bat this one in, some defensive play and some nice avoidance, and they got a commanding lead right now. 20k going into the last hand.
Yeah. The final Hanchan. Could there be a tie?
That is possible. I didn't think about that. What do we got? So we got VT Shogun and EC Tianlin, I think.
Yes.
James or Atako Hiro, the winner of the individuals playing for NYU in South Seat.
Oh.
We have VT Tanyao's Zhang playing in West Seat. And then we have Purdue playing in the North Seat. Purdue's Asuka 0.
Is there any? You think there's any advantage in playing in North? In North, because you get to be dealer last. I think.
I mean, that is better because the game gets to extend, and Purdue also you get the points from doing that. So I think that's definitely an advantage on paper. In practice, it's a little bit harder to go. With Purdue too, I'm not sure how aggressive or how crazy the hands they're gonna go for. So definitely there might be an advantage for VT Shogun, who's currently rat racing for second with NYU, but I mean, right now, just from how Purdue's playing, it looks like they might just play a solid game and hope for the best.
Tianlin is currently in Tenpai, waiting for the 4 sticks.
Yeah, and then James has 2 of them, but not going to be able to pick them up. Opts to trade the 2. Very quick hand with another Dora.
Do you con this?
Wow!
Oh,
Not if you sumo right after.
Oh man. That's a solid
Oh,
starting
yeah, the
hand.
Dora too. Yeah, dealer hand too. You definitely don't hate that to start off your round. Now an interesting hand. We'll have to see what draws come after the terminals and honors.
Let's take a look here. Atago, still has some honors to discard. Same with Yuan.
Yeah. Asuka 0. Yeah, I guess the strat for Purdue right now is just, you know, play solid. Maybe hoping to get some dragons here. Something nice going on with that. Maybe 3 little dragons. VT Tanyao, not a very quick hand to go off of, but got some shape to it. VT Shogun's player, Huang, not opting to take that Shi. Looking to play the hand a bit slower, maybe keep the 9 in the green. Oh, and it may have come back to hurt him. 7 drop. That does not feel good. That was the hard part. Still, I believe 3 away if I'm not or 2 away for Huang, even though they've got great shape. James still looking to put something together. Yuan discards the 1P, not really anything to play off of either. This seems like a 2-person round to me.
It looks like Asuka Zero could go for all triplets, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's the play.
And they're gonna take that one. Yep.
Opt to open it, just go all triplets. I mean, they're playing off the 8-so and the 9-mon. Those are good. The 6-mon's a bit harder, but I mean, they've got 2 easier ones to try and pull. Huang not finding any of the tiles for the 3 melds he needs to finish. Yuan not getting anything. North to carrots. That's a good tile for James. He's got to figure out how to get the 6s and the 1 settled, but opts to keep them all. He's still pretty far off though.
Looking at Yuan, lots of sequences in that hand.
But yeah, it needs. Oh, I think they're called Kenchans, where they need the middle. Oh, big tile comes out for Huang. I believe, yeah, he's 1 away right now. Looking for. Oh, he needs a pair though. That's the hard part.
Huang could also Tanyao this hand.
Yeah, I'm curious to see why he's keeping the 9 for so long. I would have think you would have. I guess just because it's safer later down the road, but I would have think you would have ditched that. James choosing to open up too, play a Tanyao hand. It looks like possibility of Sanshoku, but it's a little tough to get.
7, 8, maybe.
Oh, you have to drop the 4.
Or drop the 4, yeah. Drops the 5. Oh.
Looking for maybe a pure straight. Maybe a flush. That's a weird discard. I don't know. That your hand doesn't advance from that is the problem. You're just making your hand take longer. And now all your tiles are unsafe without just jacking up your hand.
Asuka Zero takes the con there, and that is not the dragon they would have wanted to see.
Yeah, almost. But green hits up there, it's super good. Still opting to keep that red dragon. On to the 8s.
Now they're waiting on
6-9, double here. 4. Got some interesting tiles for Huang. He's still got a chance to go out this hand. A 5 draw, and I think he's in it. He's got to drop a 7 Dora, but interesting. James chooses to change the weight. Right as a 4's drop, that's gotta hurt.
Huang can reachy this one.
Yeah, but he drops the, what is that? No, he drops the 4 maybe?
The 4 or the 9?
Or yeah, 9 looking for a 4 too, so that's what it is.
Oh,
4 was just dropped. Oh no, and he plays into it. Oh no. Disaster for NYU. Oh.
Oh, Hanemon! Hot dealer Hanemon! Oh,
that
man.
Ricci.
And
that not dodge
VT
of Ipatsu killed him.
VT Shogun takes the lead on East 1.
That is not what you want to see as NYU.
NYU is starting off with pocket whites, but oh man, the deal.
They need a lot more. Yeah, that hurts a lot. Now this is a whole different game. Now it's looking almost like a 2-bracket game of 3rd, 4th, and 1st, 2nd.
I think Asuka Zero here is going for absolute desperation right now. They don't know about
desperation orphans.
They don't know about the pocket white dragons, but they are trying to.
There's still 1. That too, yeah. I mean, with a hand like that to start too, you're never gonna get any points. You gotta drop like 6 or 7 tiles just to start your hand. Orphans might be the best play. You can fold it later on. Yeah, wow, full commit with an early reaching for an 8-so.
8-so, that'd be Ipeko, I think.
I don't remember if you can fish for that. I don't remember if that has to be in your hand or whether you can search for it. I'm not sure, but I mean, the problem with it is it's right around Dora, so I don't know if he's gonna get it dropped unless it falls into Asuka Zero's hand.
One by one, James is going to reveal their white dragons, and that might spell out misery for Asuka Zero.
I mean, yeah, there's still one in play though. Opts to keep the pair to still have interest in the hand. Maybe get the white back later. Interesting play. Don't know if it'll pay off. Uh-oh.
There goes
Disaster.
The 8-so. They're gonna drop the white dragon. They still have some time.
Opting to play it safe.
That's an 8-so for Asuka Zero though, and they're gonna play it safe as well. Holy moly.
I mean, unless you draw this last white as Asuka Zero, I think you start folding. 7 is not safe, 6P not safe either, yep, and a fold comes out. Technically could still draw a pair, still have interest in orphans, but it's looking risky. 5-6, that's not what you want to see. Yep, and a full fold coming from Asuka Zero. James doesn't want the cheat. Not gonna fight for quite yet. Oh, and a Ricci going out.
That's a Ricci for Yuan.
A 5.
5-8.
Yeah, just a 5-peen.
5-8.
Oh yeah, 5-8, correct, my bad. I mean, it's a safe tile, there's one left. This could get bad for James. He's gotta figure out something to drop. Does he opt for the 1? Opts for the 6-mon.
Ooh, interesting.
It's safer, it was just dropped. Opts to drop the 1. 5 out, 2's gone. It's a hard decision. You drop the 9s, do you drop the 7? You drop the 1-peen maybe? I don't know if you can drop the 1. There's been none discarded by Orion. Oh!
The 8-peen? And that's
drops the 8.
That's gotta take it up for Yuan.
Yuan gets it. Hits
Han.
1 Uradora for 7,700. Wow, and Purdue and NYU, 2 favorites going into the tournament, now just clinging on for 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, and now we have another lead change with VT Tanyao taking the lead. It's another lead
and
change.
VT Tanyao with East Dorad pairs too. That is a strong opening hand.
It very much looks like there will be a party in Blacksburg, Virginia tonight, but the question will be for which team?
Yeah, they're still neck and neck. 9K points, judging by how the flow that they've gotten so far is definitely not enough to be out scot-free. Oh, and there's the East drop. Are we going to see the bone? You have to in this situation, right?
Maybe they're loading up.
It's worth letting know what you're playing.
There it is.
Yeah. I think he was debating on whether he wanted to keep close to fake it.
And now 1 away.
Pawn opts to kill the 8s off.
But Huang's pushing it. Huang is kind of
Huang, yeah, but still looking for 2 hands. He's still got 2, yep. 1 away for Yuan. James not able to get anything together yet. Oscar 0 also some nice shape, but not enough.
Now they're waiting on a 1-4 pin. That could be 4 Han.
Yep, 4 Han. There's already 2 1s and 1 4 out though. Only have 5 tiles left. None of them in anybody's hand though. That could get dangerous. And it's Sumo going out. I'm gonna be honest, in a blink of the eye, VT Tanyao just absolutely rocketing forward.
Yeah.
20k difference now, but Purdue and NYU neck and neck now. Only a 3k point difference. East 3. Another East pair for Yuan. Jeez.
And
yeah, that's another possible quick hand.
And is Asuka thinking about orphans again?
I mean, with that opener, you kind of got it. You're down so much. I mean, unless you're just committing to third at this point. I mean, with that hand too, it's worth a try. Maybe you can always fold it later. You can go into terminals honors. You can play toy.
No, they're not going.
Which I think is the play. Yeah, they have a lot of good pairs. I think they're gonna audible toy. Maybe try and go for the red 5 peen. Also get a 6 drop. The West is useless to everybody for the most part.
Interesting discard on the 1.
I mean, if you're going for... I think the idea is now that they've got 2 West and they got some Dora, maybe they draw the other one. So just getting closer to going out might be better than keeping better toy tiles. Pawn of the 9s. People have got to be guessing what Yuan's hand looks like. Still needs the East in order to go out though.
And wow,
and what a huge draw. No, only the East. Twos are no Yaku. He just needs the East. Or he needs to find another terminal or honor and try to pair that as well. The only problem is Oscar Zero's got one in his hand. Yeah, that's no points. He's got to just drop a 2.
That's for 10 now. Unless if they're gonna try to...
That is for 10 if he drops it. He's got it. He's got it, right?
Indeed.
He's got to pull an honor or a terminal and hope to pull it.
Oscar 0.
Yeah, that would have been terrible if he dropped the... If he drops the East there, then... Yeah, then he's completely out of the hand. Really, not even taking the 3. What is his game plan? He's got to audible the 2s, right? And just play a turn behind. That's his only play. And he's just sticking strong that he's gonna sumo. 1 East and 1 2 left in the game. Or 1 East left, that's the one that matters. Oh, with the red you have to. He drops it. Oh, he's Furitan with that too.
That's another triplet.
But yeah, now he pawns the East and he still needs to get another pair. It doesn't help him at all.
He's Furitan again. Well, he could switch the Tonki, like, right away, but still, that was a free discard for Oscar 0.
Yeah, he just held on to the 2s so long. Once he self-drew it, he needed to have a new game plan.
He passed on it! What? Oh, he's going for Yakuman chance! Yakuman chance!
Holy... No, if he sumos, you're right. How many 5s are left? No, all 5s are out. There's 1 6 left. Oh, does he drop the white? Doesn't drop the white. 9's a miss. 6 is safe, he knows it. Oh,
Oh, there's
It's
the
not a
6.
Yakuman, but it's a lot of points. Opts to skip it. He's going for the Yakuman.
He's going for the Yakuman.
No, there's none left.
Absolute insanity.
There's
Yeah,
none
he
left.
can't get it.
He can't go out. He's locked.
He's not gonna get it.
He's locked. There's nothing he can do. Yuan has a decision now too, because the whites are all locked as well. He might opt to go that he doesn't. He keeps it. And a sudden turn of events. Right now, James and Huang are the only people who might have a chance this round. Huang one away, I believe. Not drawing the tiles he needs. James still far. James has nothing.
That's a north drop and an east drop. Now we're going in. Now we're into the last 3 discards. 2 players are ready, but I don't think they can really win this.
Oh, and that 2 hurts. If he would have switched it.
10 pi.
天杯
Purdue put themselves in position. They certainly put themselves in position.
Honestly, I think that's the right move for Purdue.
Yeah.
Now, you don't advance around, so it's still East 3. You don't get dealer points with a huge hand. I think it's worth it. What is going on here? That's an interesting north pawn right away. Opting for the Honitsu, the half flush maybe? I'm not sure what that play is. James has a couple awkward pairs. May transition to Chitoitsu, may see some of those dropped. Huang has some shape, needs to go. Yuan, nothing yet. That helps.
Taking a look around the hands, James has a pair of green dragons. I feel like at this point, if you're NYU or Purdue, you just want to play for 3rd.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Especially after that failed Yakuman for Asuka 0. Maybe he thought that was his only one. And now he's just got to accept it. Take a half flush for some good points, but not enough to have a chance at 2nd.
All that
On the whites going out.
NYU or Purdue could really do now is spoil the final showdown between the 2 VT teams.
Yeah, but I mean, even 3rd above 4th, that's the advantage to playing in championship. You get a whole placing update instead of just, not making it to day 2. Doesn't like giving the red 5 up. Very interesting play from Asuka 0.
Reaching for...
No Ricci.
Why wouldn't you... Oh, Pinfu Dama.
Yeah, looking for, what is that, 4-7 Mon? Yeah, 4-7 Mon for Pinfu. What's the no Ricci on that? None of them are played, too.
Pinfu Nomi.
How's it Pinfu Nomi? He's got the 5-6. That's so, I don't get that.
Interesting switch here. Now they could also go for Ipeiko.
Yeah, and that's a Yaku in and of itself. No, I bet he's avoiding Ricci just to play safe. He'd rather fold if it comes up.
Meanwhile, Huang has a 1 and 4 dot weights. Atako has two sticks or green dragon.
Wow, sumo for Huang. Emo coming out before. Were there no greens played that game?
No greens? I don't think so. I don't think
No,
so.
no greens were discarded. 2 were in the pair of James's hand, and then never any more.
What a start!
Wow!
Oh, you won with the start!
Oh,
No!
you
What?
absolutely do not con those. You go 4-7, you drop that, and
What?
then you pick up some of the other honors and terminals. You have to play this all honors and terminals.
Oh, man.
Even if you're in the lead. Yep. Maybe if you get some good shape, maybe a half flush, but I mean, look at that. They're not going to get the Norse, but that's too good to pass up. Opting to kind of conceal the hand a little bit, drop some terminals, drop some honors, or drop some terminals.
I think they might be thinking the Omar move here, all honors.
I mean, that's a lot. I mean, there are no Wests in the game, too. There's one other South in the game, so they could self-draw a lot of these. There's a world where they self-draw the West and then have a chance for 3 close quads. Seven.
Just not getting
It's
the draws they
critical.
want, however.
Yeah, but I mean, you already got so many. Nobody's dropping them, too.
I'd say maybe drop the 4 here, yeah.
Ops for maybe a Chitoitsu. What I'm not sure in the Mahjong engine is if Chitoitsu can do a unclaimed quad in your hand.
I don't think you can.
I know some rules allow for it, but I'm not sure.
I don't think so. That's
Wow,
gonna
an
be a
early
for
Ricci.
James. Waiting
That's
on
gotta
the
be a fold.
7 cracks or the... Dang it,
Interesting,
American
drops the
Mahjong.
North.
Dang it, American Mahjong. I just called the characters cracks. I'm so sorry.
I mean, that is the name of them.
In American
Supposedly.
Mahjong.
I mean, listen, either that or Mon.
Yeah. Or characters.
Yeah, it's so many syllables, though. You gotta just place the whites down. Wow! Yuan showing he's not scared. He wants to keep playing this hand.
Juan takes the...
No
takes the
fold.
there.
I respect it. Oh,
I think by the end of this hand, everyone's gonna have a South in their hand.
it could be.
Ricci
Oh,
for Oscar 0.
oh, Ricci on the 7 pairs for the South Dora and plays into James's hand. That's catastrophic.
Oh man.
That is not what you want to see.
NYU clawing their way out.
NYU trying to cement a 3rd place spot.
We are into...
Wow, and triple reds to start too. Yeah, sorry, continue.
We are into the final 4 of the final 4, if you know what I mean. The scores right now, VT Tanyao in the lead with 142.4. In 2nd place is VT Shogun with 126.1. In 3rd place is NYU with 71.6, and in last place Purdue Fortuna with 59.9. This is these last 4 hands you've been playing for hours now, and it is absolutely crucial the moves that you make in these last few.
Yeah, every last move, every move coming down here is absolutely critical. You have to be rock solid in your game plan and rock solid on what you're going to try to do. For Purdue, yeah, I think for Purdue and NYU, they're in a race with each other, and then a 1st-2nd race with Huang and Yuan. If they're Yuan, you just want to take nice, easy, quick, fast hands, extend the lead by a little bit, not drop into anything big. And if you're Huang, you gotta make up some difference. But right now, there's a full flush 7 pairs attempt, or maybe even a half flush 7 pairs attempt. Now this is an interesting hand.
Looks like it looks to me like Huang could go for a full flush.
He definitely goes for a full or half flush. I mean,
G.
maybe some Chitoitsu. His problem is if he goes toy with this, all 7s are out.
Yuan has
The
got the
2s
4-7
are out.
king weights.
Pong.
Yeah, he does have 4-7. Option of the pawn drops the east, looking for 5-7.
All
They're both in Oscar Zero's hand.
All triplet full flush.
Absolutely, he takes a con, right? He's thinking about it. Does he want to play risky? He could also juice up. Huang's already big hand. Goes for it. What's the tile? 4-so, nothing. Reaching on. Ooh, does he take that next con?
Here.
It's possible.
Con's here. No reason.
Oh!
And no help either.
Huang's hand is dead. 5s and 7s are out. 2 already played. 2 in Oscar Zero's hand. Oscar Zero 2 looking for 5-8 so. And another so tile in the wall. This is crazy. Toward 7 drop the 3. Uh-oh. Oh no!
Ooh,
Second
Akiko
4.
with the 4-pin. Maybe drop the 8 characters.
Opts to
here,
drop the
white
whites.
dragon.
Wants to play safe. 6, scary discard. 8, plays the 7.
Changes their way to a 6-9.
6-9. I mean, that's more likely. There's still 1-9. Oh, and he gets it!
Full flush! Full flush!
Oh no! And Purdue's luck can't do it.
Full flush! That's 5
Full flush.
Dear
Oh my
Mahjong!
Oh no! And
They
Purdue.
don't have the lead quite yet, but it's so close. It is
Now
so
1 and
close.
2 has a game, and it looks like Purdue that is going to cement a 4th place finish. A 3rd would even a Yakuma would only get them 3rd at this point. Oh no!
It comes down. It comes down to the Civil War in Blacksburg, Virginia. Who was gonna
The
come out on
VT
top?
Civil War. Who'd have thought? The 2 weaker teams, in my opinion, on paper, coming in and clearly showing up that they are not to be messed with. They are not to be taken lightly.
There is absolutely no point stumping here. VT is truly fighting itself.
Cheetah start. James has a lot of Dora in hand. It's good knowledge to know. Nobody else is going to have some. Yuan and Huang trading back messages back and forth. Neither of them have hands that are very close. Huang can go out a little bit quicker with that East pair. One's already been dropped though. Last one could be buried in the wall. See, opt to get a fast hand. Does, wants a Dora. Might stick with the East. That might be his downfall though. If he cheese a 7-8-9 here and locks his hand, that could be disastrous. Yuan getting some better shape. Chooses to drop the 9 peen from his hand. Purdue with some shape, but nothing too big. Still 2 Dora in James's hands. Maybe even a pairs play now that I'm looking at it. He's got 4. Lots of safe discards. Another 7, but he can't go for Toy or Chitoitsu. I think he's deciding, is he gonna keep the East or not? Drops a 9.
I think they have to commit to East here, or they could go for Tanyao, but looks like they're committing to East this time.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, depending on what's drawn, too. If they draw a 5... Well, no, they still need to create one more meld at that point. That's going to be hard. Yeah, I think that's a full committal to East.
It's a red 5 there.
Yuan not really pulling anything together. Still 2 away with bad weights on both.
Octago calls here. Going for Tanyao, it looks like.
Tanyao, possibly whatchamacallit. Ooh, ops to, okay. He's gonna have to drop a Dora or a 6 Peen at some point. I'll have to commit to getting rid of something scary. Not yet, though. Huge 3 pickup for Yuan.
No one quite has a ready hand.
Everybody's right in the ballpark, though. When that's an 8, is he gonna ditch the 5? 2 9s are already out. No 6s unaccounted for. He does. Two 6s. He can't. He can open up. He's in Tanyao. He's thinking about it. That puts him in Tenpai. Tenpai for the 7.
Okay.
Does he want to take it? No, he takes the Tenpai for the 8 mon. Interesting decision.
Drops the East here. That's kind of interesting.
I mean, at this point, it's the best thing for his hand. It's been the best thing for a while. They've been clunking up his hand. Who knows where the last one is, you know? If it's been this long and nobody's dropped one.
Yeah.
It's not like they're going to keep it in their hands.
Red Dragon goes down. West goes down here. We're down to 6 tiles left in the wall.
I think you have to play pawns. You have to drop the 7 and hope you get pawns. Or yeah, the 3 mon. I think you definitely play for Tenpai if you're Huang. You want to keep this going. Oh, but the 8
drops the 8
from Yuan.
Yuan picks up some points here.
Dora.
Yep, that's going to be 3,900, and more importantly, Huang is no longer the dealer. That was his last dealer turn. 5k point difference. Oh, but a big hand to start.
Could go for half flush with this one.
Immediately decides to call the pawn. Now he's got a hard decision. Does he keep the Dora or play the half flush? Technically, they're the same amount of Dora either way now that the hand's open. Drops the 4, may stick onto the 6, may, if he gets a 5 or especially a 7, keep it in his hand.
Might be going for the half flush here. Meanwhile, it looks like Yuan might be able to go for 8 Su.
Yep. Needs 5, 9 in order to hit it. He's got the pair of the 8s too.
Triplet of 8s for...
Not reaching for 6. Opts to drop the 6. Interesting play. I am not so sure about that. Now he can't. Now he's playing no 5. So wow, and hits the 7.
Reaching
wow.
Here, 6 9 weights. That 9's gotta help. That 9 has gotta help Huang's hand though. Thinking about it.
Oh, he dodges it. Oh, he's still able to play the half.
Maybe,
he's still able to play Honitsu.
Half flush Itsu?
I don't know. He's still got a lot of tiles to do that. Full drops the 9. He knows it's safe. Uh-oh, and a 6 draw.
Octago can use that in their hand, however.
That's true, but then he's got to drop something scary. Maybe he kills the 1s here. Opts to kill the 2s. Oh, the 2s are safe.
Interesting.
That makes sense. Nah, the 2s are Furiton for Yuan.
Keep the 9 here.
Oh, and he sumos with the 9. Not Tanyao, but the sumo picks up for it.
Yeah.
リーチズモ
Just a 2K hand, but still. Now he's the dealer. Time is bleeding out of this game. And red dragons with a green door to start, and greens are almost dead.
It's time for VT Tanyao to think about putting this game away.
Yeah, great starting melds too for VT Tanyao. Yuan has a lot to work with. He's got the reds, he's got a 3-4-5, a 1-2-3, an 8-9 so meld.
Woohoo, yeah.
But Huang also has a steady build. He's got a 7-8-9, a 4-5, 7-9. He needs more pieces, but they're there. Asuka 0, maybe planning to play a Chi Toitsu hand of some sort, maybe a half flush. James starting to get some shape, but still a little bit off. He's gonna have to search for the head right now in order to go into Tenpai, but it's possible. Opts to keep the 6 and kill the 8-9.
Upgrade. No, he's gotta keep the 8-9.
No, James's hand.
Oh, James's hand, okay.
Yeah.
That's a 4-5-6 for Yuan. Drops the 9 now.
Yuan's hand looking really strong. Getting real close to Tenpai with the reds as his head. It's dropped. Maybe looking to get a pair with that 6-1. Or excuse me, with the 6-3. Gonna be a hard tile to pull though. Now he's got a decision to make. I think you have to drop the 3 here. If you're James.
Yeah, I'm thinking the 3 as well. Drops the 7?
Drops the 7. Uh-oh, that's not good.
2-5 wait for 2-5 wait for Yuan now.
No, he can't go out with that.
Oh yeah, there's
He's
no
got
Yaku.
the reds.
No Yaku.
Shiny button press. Maybe put some pressure on the board. And a Sanshoku Damo Brawn coming out from Huang. That's only 5,200 though. He needs more. Doesn't want to take the risk on the Ricci.
This is the last round. This
All last.
Here we go.
Now this is an interesting spot if you're Huang.
If you're Huang, what?
You have to play for points. You need 5. No matter what, you have to get a closed hand. And you have to get, I think, at least 1 triplet if you're going to try and go out. And hope you hit the Uradora off of it. Whoa, that white's big. None other on the board. That could be his ticket right there. If he pairs these up and gets another, that's 4 door right off the bat. A red 5 to fill in, and he's got it in a 5-2.
That hand is progressing very, very quickly.
What does everybody else have? Yuan still building the pieces.
Virginia.
Asuka 0, 1 away from a Chi Toitsu.
But do you even want to play this and spoil the competition?
From a Chi Toitsu, absolutely. If you get it.
Interesting drop on the 5 there. They're keeping the...
Yeah, choosing to keep the 1-3, I guess, just more likely to get an opt-out. Maybe they're thinking that's the last piece of the puzzle they'll connect. Look for the 2 at the end. Still no whites drops. 20 tiles in. Or 40 tiles in. Basically halfway through tiles. No other whites yet. Not even buried in people's hands. This is kind of crazy.
What kind of
One goes to Yuan.
What kind of shuffle master happened with this hand?
Yuan holding onto the white.
Atago's gonna... No, not Atago. Asuka Zero's gonna Ricci here.
Ricci with the green.
And
this could be devastating for Huang. A sumo on this means that he takes more points out than Yuan, pushing the gap further and further, I believe. Or wait, no, maybe I'm wrong on that. Never mind, maybe I'm stroking out. But I mean, if Asuka Zero gets this, that's not the worst thing for Huang, because another round is played. Huang too is going to want to push and... Or not Huang, Yuan's in a really interesting spot too. Because if Yuan doesn't win this hand out, then another hand's played. But he's also got to avoid dealing into Asuka Zero.
This is a very interesting situation as of late.
This is really... James is the only one right now with no pressure. Huang and Yuan have to dodge not only each other, but also Asuka Zero. If you're Huang, I think you just play uber safe, hope that Yuan doesn't run you, and just have him be in Tenpai, play another round. Still 2 green dragons dead too.
Green dragon. Do you think if anyone else gets the green dragon that they'll discard it?
I mean, maybe. They're nowhere to be found though.
10 tiles left. I'm sorry, 11. Drops to red 5. Owns that, and...
Yuan fighting to get in the Tenpai.
Still not quite in Tenpai.
James, no Tenpai chance. And a sumo last second!
Last second, sumo!
Oh, point's gonna go after this. That's a Chitoitsu as a dealer. And hits the Uradora for a Hanemon. Oh, the second is looking a lot better. Wow, and this is a big last round, and not the hand Huang wants. Yuan with a weak hand too.
Oh man.
Nobody's got a strong hand right now. Everybody's got a cycle. Strongest may be James.
Strongest may be James. I'd almost argue that
Asuka Zero has a strong hand too. See the honors unfold. Ooh, he opts. Maybe make another play at pairs. Maybe get the south. I mean, the good thing for Asuka Zero is if he goes out at all, another round is played, so he has more time to try to gain the second. James with some developing shape, though. James is 1 away right now. Could have an 8-mon, 9-pin wait.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he needs the 1-4-mon. The only problem is he can't open, though. Yuan opting to keep a lot of mon tiles. I think if you're Yuan, you just drop all your terminals and honors and play fast as hell. I think you just race a 1 or 2k hand to end this game.
Yeah.
Asuka Zero, not sure what the play is. Maybe looking for that red dragon that's not dropped.
Huang is holding on to the red dragon for a little bit longer than expected.
This is a tough spot for Huang. This hand is not going to get him 5k. Unless he runs Yuan, but... even still, there's the red. Yuan might have to play Toy Toy.
Asuka Zero's thinking
or
about
Asuka's
Toy Toy.
Yeah, that's my mistake. Asuka Zero, yeah, thinking about Toy Toy.
What
Yuan with nothing, just a clumsy, jumbled hand with a bunch of one suit.
That could go for the full flush though, but they don't need points here.
They just need to go out. That's why I think you just discard the terminals. Play fast, open whenever you can. I mean, the book says it's a sin, but you gotta end the game. Red door is out of the hand, that's good. Nobody's dropping tiles, Asuka Zero needs though. 1-3 unaccounted for, 1-8 unaccounted for.
What do you call that?
The 5.
No? Okay.
5 mon. I think the right moves to call, even though they didn't. They really want to end this game with a flush, it seems. I don't know why. Uh-oh, an 8. That's another pawn.
Another pawn for Oscar 0.
They need 2 more. There are 2 2-peen unaccounted for, and there's 1 not in hands for 3-peen or 3-so. 3-peen, the one that's seen is locked up. Same with the 3-so in James's hand. Oh, and he self-draws 1.
Oh,
He's in Tenpai.
2-pin 3-so.
There's 2 2-peens still left to be played. 1 3-so.
This game is most certainly got to continue.
Another Dora for Huang. That's 3. That's enough. If Huang can go out with this hand, that could be enough to pass the first. Oh, but the 9. Oh no. He would have to drop the 9 though to go open, unless he self-draws really well. Misses. Juan thinking about trying to go open here. Still those 2-peen. Could be a self-draw for Oscar 0. Sumo.
Pawn here.
1. That's not going to do it. Sal's dead. It's a free tile. And a 9 Sumo for James to end it.
Oh.
Oh, 3rd place cements everybody's placings.
Oh, man.
In a high-stakes last round. Wow.
That's gotta do it. VT Tanyao is your champion.
VT Tanyao in first with a strong showing. VT Shogun not far behind. And Purdue and NYU, no luck for today.
Yeah.
What a final round. You can't hope for much better than that.
Yeah. That was pretty
Everybody
good.
right on the tails.
Mm-hmm. We got Narwhal in general if we want to get his thoughts.
Yeah, let's collect the winner's thoughts. Let's see how Mr. Team Captain feels.
Mm-hmm. How are you feeling, dude?
Yeah! There goes. Congratulations, Mr. VT Tanyao, Captain.
Oh, man.
Yeah, how do you feel about a full day of Mahjong? That at least you get to take home the 31st place with it.
Oh, it feels like a bunch of tension's just been released all at once.
Were you watching that last game? Were you invested in it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you even DM'd me that my mic was low, so I was like slouching back in my chair, so I leaned in a bit closer. But Narwhal was totally invested.
Yeah, how do you feel about that last game? That had to have been nerve-wracking. That was jump points back and forth and forward.
That was a lot closer than I would have liked it to be.
Yeah, you guys almost... That last round especially was scary, too. Yuan was the furthest player away from Tenpai. Oscar 0 could have drawn it to another round. Huang had enough Dora in order to pass VT Tanyao if he went out. That was scary business, and James just ends it with a cemented 3rd place finish.
Yeah.
So did you... Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna celebrate?
Yeah, what's the victory plan for you and the team?
Probably splurge on some food, handshakes for everyone. You know.
There you go. Keeping it gentleman-y. I like it. Was there any difference in strategy at any point, or did everyone just kind of come up and pay or play how they thought?
We didn't really have a general strategy. I just trusted everyone to play as the situation dictated.
Just adapt and believe in it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly what you were doing works out. I mean, your flow was also clearly in your favor today. I know you were talking about how you had a bad streak, but yesterday you slammed your table and seemed to do the same, putting your team in first, entering into the last round.
I was playing a live match earlier before my my tournament game, my round, and thanks to the rest of the guys who got knocked out, I got all my bad flow out of the way.
Hey, there you go.
There's your strat. There's a good strat there.
Get all the bad flow out IRL, so online you're cooking.
Yeah. Massive congratulations. Virginia Tech. No one makes it to the individuals bracket. Two teams make it, and Virginia Tech Tanyao wins.
Virginia Tech places first and second in the tournament. Not a bad showing at all. Huge congrats.